Hey guys, what's up? Sorry, a little late.
Hello.
My
How's
fault,
everybody
guys.
doing? You
Got
know what? I'm gonna open
you.
chat.
Yeah, got Diana Wright in the house. Red like
This is
wine.
right.
Heavenly Clouds. Crochet and Bammy. Cherry Metha. Kathy M. What is up, guys? Two Dog Night. The show that never ends. I like that.
It is seriously Two Dog Night. That's really true. It is the show that never ends.
Debbie McLean. All right, guys. So Tennessee. Oh, Tennessee. I didn't know you were in here. I just texted because I was like, I don't think I told her. But you were probably already here, huh? And I already knew about it. Hey, Thry Life.
TN.
D in the house. I'm going really up. Wait, Gailey Gailster Quilton crazy asked me. Oh my God, you really changed it.
Gailey. Did you hear what I called her?
Wait, no. What'd
I
you
just
at?
called her Gailey Ass.
Oh my
Gailey,
God.
you're back to liking Metallica today?
So you have to tell me, Cherry. I haven't watched her, but how does she debunk the ping theory? I have to know because I don't think I'm gonna watch. I might have to watch just to see what, because I'm working on a recorded video to explain it a little better. So maybe I will have to watch to like explain whatever she's throwing out there. That's obviously, unless if she's got some inside information, there's really no way that she could debunk that. I mean, it's just more of like opinion. You know what I'm saying, right?
Well, yeah. I mean, we should listen to Plunder and see what it is.
Yeah, I'll see. Was it the one that she did like last week? Because somebody had told me she did one last week. Yeah, he had a iPhone 6. I think it was 6. But they both had iPhone. Yeah, but that's what I've been saying. So, oh, you're probably telling everybody else. Thanks, KK. Yeah, that's what I was trying to say. She had an iPhone. It wasn't an Android. Because the iPhones are a little bit harder to get information. But why were we talking about what she had? Oh, because the SIM card. That was when that came up. But yeah, that's what I was saying. She has an iPhone. A 6, I think, or 5. One of them had a 5. I feel like one of them was lower. There was like 6s and 7s, or 6, and one of them had a 5 or something. But they all had iPhones, like Shanann, Chris, NK, all the important people. Not important. I mean, like that we were important data that we were looking at. Yes, this is my merch. Yes.
Yes. Look
Thank
how
you.
cute. But this is not her merch, but this is her wrong thing. This is her pizza place. Everybody call it. No, don't. Hold on. Don't do that, guys. Don't call. Only if you want good pizza and you're in Ohio.
Yeah, no, yeah, call it if you want to, or if you just want to talk to Randy. I shouldn't have said that. He works there, but
Randy's gonna get a bunch of calls tonight from. Hey, Randy.
I know, maybe.
What kind of pizza are you cooking, Randy?
The Adventures of Sassy Tippers and Bella Boo.
How cute are you, Easy Money?
Cute. Man, now I'm dying to know like that whole debunk thing. I just
We'll be
wanna
back.
know
We're gonna go
how can
watch
that
Plunder and come right back.
no.
Kidding.
But did you whatever she said, was there like information to back it up 100% where like it was like something that did she ever answer what it was, how they debunked it? Let me see. I guess nobody. No, she didn't.
It's called Zavarelli's.
It's called Zavarelli's. Yeah, it's in Canton. NK is guilty.
Tiff won't be there because she's here, but Randy will be there and can get yummy pizza.
Yeah, it's pretty good pizza. It's one. It's one of my favorites around here. It is my favorite around here still, and I grew up eating it like all the time, and I still love it. But I used to work there for like a long time, almost 15 years, because on and off I worked like in grade school, like when I was younger. And I started work really young, and then like through high school, and then when I went to college, obviously I didn't work there because I was out of town. But then when I moved back home, I ended up working there again. So Oh
Pizza
my God.
life. Hi, Linda. Hi, Kathy M. Hi, Red Like Wine. Again. Did you add the again? Hi, Morky Mama.
Wait, KK, did you say you're from Ohio or no? Now I'm getting confused which one said they were from Ohio. Who said that earlier when I was like, oh, the NK is guilty said that, but what? I swear, KK, you said something that I put up and I said, I was like,
The 6.
the
iPhone
6.
6.
Okay, that's what I was saying. You're probably just telling everyone because we had that discussion. Okay, I knew. I was like, what did you just say? Okay.
KC and RC.
Thanks, Heavenly
Oh, the
Clouds.
Cheshire Cat is visiting us. Okay.
The Cheshire Cat. So, do you want to do? Oh God, it's driving me nuts every time I move over here. Why is that doing that?
It will drive you nuts.
And it's not like I'm not the type that just sits still and talk. Like I move a lot when I talk. Some people do though. Some people. Have you ever watched channels where they're just like, what was that one channel where she did like she had really good information, but I could not watch her because she just sat there and it just like it was too. She sat so still, and it was like I remember actually started following her through the watts, and she was really smart and had really good information. But for some reason, because everything was so still, I couldn't keep my attention.
Did her eyes move though?
No, it was like almost her voice was really monotone too, but also like she just kind of sat and like barely moved too. So it was like there was no like personality or anything. What was the question? What did you ask me, Bella?
What did her eyes like at least move around the room and stuff?
I don't.
Or was she a robot?
No, she was real.
Are you sure?
I swear. Oh, you're in Dayton. Oh, Dayton's so far though. NK is guilty. That's like probably like 5 hours. At least a good 4, but probably yeah, because you're all the way south. So where are you at, Kimmykins? Anyway, hey Retro now. Okay, so do you want to talk about that?
Yes, please. Let's do that.
Oh, you know what I was going to talk about?
Mhm.
Okay, so you do really the NK thing that the
Mhm.
supposedly NK at the memorial?
Yeah, because I read your mind.
I know. So there was a couple channels that came out and were showing that it was this big breaking news, which I don't know, but it was that this was just a couple days ago, so it's very current. That NK was at the memorial in front of the Watts house.
Show them.
We were gonna kind of debunk it anyway, but then we even saw more that actually somebody came out that said who it was, and it was this other girl that it wasn't. But me and Bella were looking at it, we're like, wait a minute, the tattoo, the whole argument of like the tattoo that this person was trying to prove that it was her is not even in the same spot of where it's at. It's ridiculous that's. But here, let me just show you. And then there is somebody that came out. It was not her. She's like, it was me.
If you guys have seen this, you guys might have seen this, right? If you haven't, don't worry about it. No big deal. Just another rumor. But it's just like interesting for people who are into this case to see how rumors get started and how easily people get led away by the sensationalism of the idea of something like this happening.
And for one thing, it was like, I don't know why they were making a big deal about it. It was like these people that like want and that think that very strongly that NK murdered, helped murder the kid, Chris's family. So it's so I don't know what their point was, because what I was telling Bella, I'm like, man, even if that really was her, like I feel like that makes her look really good. Like that's awesome. She's paying respect. She's going out there she's probably feeling so uncomfortable. If it was her, it's not, but let's say it was, like they said, it's like somebody probably feeling so uncomfortable but still has enough whatever to like pay her to pay her respects for the family and for the 2 little girls, and you know what I'm saying, Shanann, and whatever the reason, but she goes out there just to pay her respect. So actually, if that was, that's, I would like think more of her that she did that. So I don't know why they were actually calling her out like it was a bad thing.
If it were NK,
if
which
it were
isn't.
NK, which it isn't, but that would be actually good for you, NK. Man, respect. Like, yeah. But here, let me just show you the picture because it ended up it wasn't her.
Yeah,
Um,
so if you guys haven't seen it, at least you get to know what the hype is about, and, if for some reason you hear somebody still saying it's her, at least you'll know where it's coming from and make your own opinion about it.
yeah. Because there's still going to be people saying that other girl's lying, and it was, you know what I'm saying? Because they want NK to be there so bad, and they want that somehow that makes her look bad in their eyes. So they believe everything some of these creators say, no matter what. So I think they're still gonna say, "Well, that girl's lying. It's still her." But let's just show you what we got. I'm just used to it, guys, for like going over 3 years of this. I just know how some people just will not move in their opinions at all, no matter what the facts say or not. Okay,
Over
so
3.5 years you've been doing this.
yeah. Yeah, it is over 3 years. Okay, so here's the picture of this girl that's not NK, at least in my opinion. I
Disclaimer.
believe the person. Number 1, I believe that girl that says that it was her. Number 2, we were gonna go show that we don't think it's her anyway, because the reason they're saying that they think it's her is this tattoo right here on the foot.
Do you
And then
guys see
I'm not
that?
sure, this could be a tattoo right here that's coming down. And then this creator is going back and showing that tattoo on the ankle, which I'll show you, that's way up here. And then you could see kind of on when they're at the sand dunes that she doesn't really have anything right here. And this kind of looks like there is something right here, and then there's something on her foot, which there's no proof she has a tattoo there on her foot, at least what we could see. And then if this is a part of a tattoo coming down, then that, I mean, well, I'll show you the tattoo on her ankle. That's way too high, in my
Well,
opinion.
tell them why. So why they think it's her. So her hair, and then that thing around her.
Oh yeah. Okay. Well, let me just show you this. I already have this up real quick. Let me just show you this. Okay, so there's the tattoo on her ankle.
That's
We
the
have
real
one.
NK.
Yeah, this is the real NK. This is that one at the sand dunes. I could get the whole picture, but just I don't think it's necessary. You guys remember this picture. I'll go get it if you want. But this is her the tattoo that they actually were showing to prove that that was her. But you see, the part of the foot we see is like way down here, right? Like where the bone is, and then on her foot. So like for them to even bring up that tattoo to prove that that was her is ridiculous, because that's. And I'll show you the other you guys want me to show you the one of her foot and the feet in the sand? It doesn't even look like it's hard to tell because it's covered with sand a lot, but it doesn't really look like she appears that she has even a tattoo on her foot. Possibly it's kind of hard to tell, but, and then the other thing is, yeah, that tattoo on her, or no, that thing on her wrist that they said, hold on, that they said right here, because NK had one of those on her wrist on the interview.
Yeah,
Like
the
a hair
hair.
tie, which a lot of women have hair
Which
ties.
any of us with long hair got one of those.
And then of
Easy
course the
access.
hair. I
And
mean,
the
but like,
hair.
I mean,
But you
dark
guys,
hair.
so before this came out, before the person came out and said, "That's me," I can't even go to a site and grieve. Okay, so before that happened, me and Tiff were talking about this, and I'm like, so there's all these cameras there, right? Like, use your critical thinking. There's all these cameras there. It's broad daylight. You guys think if NK was there, the camera crews wouldn't be like, "Oh my God, it's NK," and it would spread, and then everyone would be like, "It's NK, it's NK. Let's go get an interview with her. Let's go get better pictures of her," or somebody in the crowd get pictures of her. The camera is already on this person. So they're already zoomed in and zeroed in on this person. If she stands up and turns around, it's not like they're like panning the shot and they miss it. So like, how come that didn't come out before? Just like critical thinking without this person coming up. It's not like she did it in the dead of night, broad daylight. And then
yeah, because I think one of the arguments was that it was for PR, like it was to make to make her look good or whatever. But yeah, why wouldn't she have got her front face? Why wouldn't she have done the interview and like got the front of her face on camera? Because if that's all, is that what you were saying, Bella? Right? That's
yeah,
what you were
well,
saying,
if
right?
the argument then becomes, well, she did that for a PR stunt, then turn around. If it's NK, she would turn around and be like, in front of everybody. This doesn't mean what our opinions are of NK one way or another. This is just, it's dangerous in true crime to have rumors, myths, and things like that out there, because it muddies the water and like kind of takes away from the memory of the victims. And it doesn't mean NK is a great person, because that's not NK. Like those are two separate issues. So
like I said, I know some of you guys could argue and say this lady's making this up and she's just saying that, but this is what we have. We showed you that the tattoo proves nothing. Bella showed you that it would make no sense either way. You know, like if it doesn't make sense. And if, okay, so let's say it really is her and it's not, obviously not for, just for the cameras because she didn't do an interview. She didn't show the front of her face. So if it was, then good for her, respect. But I don't think it proves. So she says, that is me. You could not be more wrong. What the F is wrong with you all? I can't believe this channel exists. Thank you, Evie, for telling me about this video and channel. I'm not going to read that next. And then it says, oh shoot, I did that wrong way. Sorry. I must admit, it does look like NK, but has anyone come forward to say it's them instead? And she said, yes, this is me. I had to find this out from another YouTuber, and this is so wrong. Can't even grieve for a precious family without it being tainted by this insanity. I have already contacted YouTube support to report this video with evidence to them that it is not Nicole but me. This is just so wrong. So hopefully they are able to get that taken down, that she could prove to them that it's her. And then that might go against a privacy. I don't know. He might just get like a privacy like warning. I don't know what will happen but hopefully she does do that because it's just, I don't know. Well, I guess, I don't know. I don't really care what she does, but I'm just saying, yeah, people need to just check instead of making.
So is that, I guess that's the new thing. Kelly searches and answers says, this girl doesn't even have a tattoo. She lied.
Do you know this girl? I mean, can you prove that? That's probably a new rumor. That's what all the NK is probably saying. That's not her, and that it probably started off. What will prove that she has a tattoo, and then she doesn't sit there and put her picture up and prove it. So then all of a sudden she's lying, and then that's how it spreads. Though I'm telling you, that's how things like spread as truths. I mean, maybe you're right. Maybe she doesn't, but. Can you show me where you saw a picture of this girl's foot and that she doesn't have a tattoo, please? And how does that even show that that's her from that tattoo, though? I mean, what is the point? What is the point of thinking that's her, you guys? What does that do for you guys? Does that make you happy or does it make you sad? I mean, what is that doing for everybody to make a huge deal about it being her? Do you know? Is it like, yeah, she sucks, she murdered him because she went to go pay respects? Or I mean, what does that even mean? I don't know.
I don't know. I think people are just so wanting answers of different answers in this case that if something new pops up with NK, everyone's waiting right now. NK could sell her story for like $2 million to People magazine, easy, because everybody is waiting for this story from her, for her to pop up and even say, hi, I don't want to talk about Chris Watts, but this is my life now. 2 million, easy. But she isn't. So everyone, and there are some channels out there that like to talk the NK angle a lot, ad nauseum, in my opinion only. And I guess it's just content, right? Because how much content is there on NK? Not too much. So that's just my opinion. Don't come for me.
Wait, what are we doing, Kelly? This is what you're doing, honestly. What am I doing? I'm not sure what that means. Huh. I need to pay attention. The case is closed. And then the woman. So wait, Ruby, are you saying because her account's only 6 months old, that means that it can't be a legit account? Is that what you're saying? I don't know. Maybe not. I'm just confused. What is that? What do you mean by that? Maybe being emotional doesn't prove NK, and it doesn't. It's the other girl. People want their 15 minutes of fame. No proof either way. That's why I kept saying, even if it was her, I just wanted to make sure, even if we proved that it was her, more respect to her that she went out there and did that, which was probably so hard for her to do that. And no, I don't think it was some publicity thing, because she didn't make it like a big deal. Nobody even knew until way after. So she didn't, like, you know what I'm saying? If she really wanted it for that, she would have been all over making sure people saw her, but she didn't. She didn't do no interviews. I mean, so no, she was just paying her respect. So if it was her, good job. And if not, I mean, that probably is going to sound wrong. I just mean that's really good that she paid her respect like that. But if not, then it's not, you know? I wish she had sent a picture of herself.
But Debbie, you guys, like, she doesn't owe
You
anybody.
can't send pictures on YouTube though. Like where are you guys talking to her? You can't just post it. Like, so where was she supposed to send a picture anyway though? Do you guys have her personal account? Why would she even, like, I feel like some people like that don't have like this investment in proving that NK murdered anybody doesn't even want to take the time to sit there and like appease all you people. All they want to do is say, get this off. That's not her. This is false information. And she'll prove it to YouTube is who she has to prove it to, not everybody else. That's what she was saying. She's going to prove it to them. Whether she's lying or not, if anything, she's showing YouTube pictures of her to show that it's her.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Anyway.
But I mean, everyone is welcome to believe what they want to believe. In this case, whatever makes them happy. I just ask, as somebody who used to think that NK was not involved in the murder, but the pings, I thought the pings made it that she was there. And I had to check myself. And it was only through really talking with Zav, because she has the opposite opinion of that, where we debated back and forth like a healthy debate. And she made me see that I had a bias towards it, because I'm on the side of, I don't like mistresses, right? Like, so who likes NK? Like, I don't like her.
And I've went back and forth too. Go watch some of my videos. I call her out on every lie, and I get mad at NK. So you can't say, oh, you just like NK and you're on her side. Have you guys watched my videos? No. I think it's ridiculous how she lied, but I don't think she was there murdering anybody. But I think she's manipulated Chris. I think she manipulated yeah, go back. Like I do, but I don't think what everybody's accusing her of, there hasn't been enough proof. So I just think you need to have a lot of evidence to just sit there and for 3 years straight come at her with murder. Like, I don't know. I'm not saying that for sure, but I'm just saying I want more proof. There's nothing that shows me right now that I think she touched any of them. Yeah, I'm still kind of debating like how it all went down. I think she manipulated Chris in a way. I'm still trying to figure out. I don't think it was intentional that she really wanted him to kill his family, but there's still like a tiny bit of me is like, I don't know. But I don't think that was her intention, because I mean, how would they have? I mean, what would have been the end result? You know, I think, you know, I don't. How would they have been able to live the rest of their life with? I mean, it just doesn't make any sense. But I know then you could look at, well, it doesn't make any sense. Chris, I mean, why did Chris think he could get away with it? I don't know, but either way, yeah, I think she said some things that made him think that that's what he wanted, or that's what she wanted, and she lied. She lied a lot. I did many videos pointing out a lot of the lies. So
one of your stickers for members is NK freaking farting.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't love NK and have an NK farting, you know, but it's just like something to be fair and, you know.
But I just try to remind myself to think objectively, look at it without like really look at the evidence of what it is, and not just because like I have these ill feelings towards her, but what is it really like, you know? And it's really, there's really nothing that shows that she was there that morning. I mean, in my opinion, nothing, or that she killed anybody. Oh, that's right, because I can't see the picture.
Yeah,
but I'm still looking. Obviously, I'm still looking. I mean, I still do. Well, actually, I haven't in like a year, but like I'm back at it now, looking through the freaking videos. So there's always this small little thing where I want to double check and make sure. So I'm, you know, I watched all the beginning videos from you in the beginning. You really think she may be involved until the case evolved. Yeah, until I was able to go through all the discovery, because, you know, when I started, I'm slowly going. And as I was going through, the more information I had, the more I was like, wait a minute, man, there's not enough. I don't see it. Like, I want more to sit there and really think that. So, yeah.
Yeah. And I think it's good for true crime, right? So if you guys are here for true crime, it's a good thing to want the truth and not just like a soap opera version of one villain, one princess, one superhero. And
Oh,
where is our superhero tonight?
I don't know. He hasn't been here forever,
I feel like he
right?
was here last time, but just for a teeny bit.
He was?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
feel
I
like
didn't know
it.
that. I haven't seen him for a while, I thought. Hey, Rarcy Cola, Connor. Maybe my coffee's tasting like perfume or something. It tastes weird.
Have you been spraying perfume in your coffee?
No, but it's a Keurig. It's a different one I've never had before. So I wonder if it's like something like that flavor or something. I don't know. I'm not enjoying it at all. Anyway,
You're gonna have to go get a new coffee.
yeah, and I think that's what keeps me coming back. Like, why did she lie? But I think, I just keep coming back to, like, I think in her head, like I said last live, I think she's like, shoot, if they see some of the stuff I said, it's gonna make me look kind of bad. Like, they're gonna be a little suspicious, and she's probably not proud of some of the stuff she said. And I know that's not an excuse. I'm not saying like that she did the right thing. It was wrong, but I think that might be possibly one of the reasons where she's like, man, that does not look good. If they see me saying like mean things about his family, and like after all this happened, it's gonna look bad. And she probably freaked out and got scared for a minute and just deleted it. She shouldn't have, but I think that could be an explanation why. Vodka.
Please read first ones.
What?
Just
NK just lies like it's a natural thing for her. I don't hate hoes, but God, I can't stand a liar. Yeah. No, she
Nobody
does.
hates hoes. Did I? Oh, yes, I did. I called everybody hoes in chat one time. Remember? It says hoes in the
Oh,
chat.
yeah. I'm trying to get this to stop doing that. It's driving me nuts.
Stop leaning on that side.
Yeah, but I know I keep doing it by accident. And
Go to the other side.
Okay,
That side.
All right. Try to do this side. Okay.
Yeah, if you gotta move, go to the side that squeaks.
Yeah, but when I'm just not thinking about it, I don't know. I can't help it. Okay, I'll try not to. Anyway,
Okay. So we're gonna play this, right?
Mm-hmm.
The third part. So once again, if you weren't here for the first or second part, the best way to go about this is to come in as open-mindedly as you can, and then ask yourselves, what is the motivation for NK being there? What is she trying to convey with what she's saying? And how believable are you believing her? We all have these things, mirror neurons. And when somebody is like acts a certain way, our mirror neurons are receptive to that way of acting, and we kind of feel it. That's like the base instinctual thing. But see what you guys pick up. So I wanted to say this is interesting. I believe, in my opinion, I believe that NK's, I said this the last couple ones, her negativity lies within her right side. Is this my right side? Okay, here we go again with my right and left. So for Kobach to sit on her right side, I think especially when Dwayne got up to go to the bathroom, which we've already seen him do, Kobach should have moved to her left side, because her positive stuff is in her left side. And when you're trying to connect with somebody you're interviewing, if you can determine where they keep their positive and their negative stuff, you kind of want to, depending on the outcome you want exhibited, you want to move to that side. So I don't know if Kobach had the training and interrogation that the behavior panel experts teach, but maybe he does now. Who knows? But yeah, so just try when you're watching this to see. There's also things like I can't do it on this video. I'm not that good. Like her blink rate, everything like that. But if you guys can and you guys can pick up on stuff, that's awesome. And let us know, because it'll save me like an extra time of watching this video. I would love nothing more, because this is like stuff that I'm going to be dreaming about. I feel I don't want to. Is it too late? He's retired?
Who?
Polly Kovac. Oh, well, he never learned interrogation skills. It's okay.
Sorry, I am looking up something I want to talk about, so I'm not just like on my phone, but something I want to say as we watch this. But okay, so
Now you're ready?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I got to bring up my notes that I took. Okay, you guys ready?
Having a malfunction here.
I got to find the spot where we're at. Hold on. So we're at 140. Oh, that's right. Right after she cries. So we're going to watch that again, right? Or no, we're not. I don't remember. Let me see where
I feel like we said we were going to, because we're kind of like sick of it. But maybe not.
We're not going to? I don't think do we need to again, or do we? Should we? I don't know. What do you think? Let me see this.
Why?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think we should.
Okay.
I think we should.
All right.
God, I don't want to do it alone, so let's do it together.
Okay. All right, you ready?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Unborn child and these two little girls are not around anymore, and it breaks my heart. It is, oh my God. And then I have to think about like the consequences of his actions and how they affect everybody else. Like all of her family's impacted. My name is about to be like slandered for probably a while. I don't know how long that's going to take to heal, but I would not be surprised if it's going to be hard to go out in public sometimes for a couple of years. And that really hurts me. I'm just like, this is a horrible, horrible thing. Like, how dare you, and people aren't going to understand that. They're going to say, oh, you're the woman that had an affair with this man who took out his whole family. And I take a step back and it's just like, I didn't know. Like, he's so disgusting. I'm so ashamed of him and everything. And I just, oh, those little girls. They're so little.
We talked a little bit earlier about getting some help for these things, and we can provide that.
Okay.
Kovac comes in a little too early there.
Through the stage.
One more thing. We just want to make sure there's resolution.
You want to say anything?
Kovac came in a little bit early there. You know what I mean? So like he should have just let her go with that and seen where it was going to go. Because she's like, yeah, too late, but.
Absolutely.
That's why we come to you guys to pound it down
hey,
until there's
I'm
nothing left.
sorry that you're talking again today. I really am. I don't want to put you through any more trauma than you've already been through. There is reasons for everything that we're doing today and what occurred. And I'm sorry. I genuinely am sorry. These are not things that we like to do twice. It's the same thing with other types of victims from other crimes. We want to do it once and we want to be done. Unfortunately, we didn't know yesterday what we know today. And that's why we're here, because we need this video. And I am sorry, because I know it's hard to talk about it. But
it's so sad, and she's pregnant.
And on our end, we didn't.
And they're so cute. They're so little. Like, why? How? I don't even understand how you could like bring yourself to do that to somebody who's like that big.
to step out for a minute?
No, I just need to chill with my eyes closed for a sec. I still cannot believe this is happening. Alright, let's keep going, because we're just getting to like the meat of this whole situation.
Let's get to the phone call on Saturday from 9 to 11. What did you guys, or pardon me, on Sunday from 9 to 11?
Yeah, we talked a few times. So, Sunday, I think so. I need to think. I can't even
Hey,
think.
Tiff,
Take a couple
is there a
breaths
way
and
to
take a
rewind
second.
that like 5 seconds? Or is that going to be really hard?
It'll be more than that because of this, the way I have to share this with this stupid file. No, I mean, yeah, I'll rewind it though, but it's probably going to be more than 5 seconds.
I know, I don't know if I can handle it. So what are you guys thinking in chat so far?
Oh, I think I got it 5 seconds somehow, right?
Freaking awesome, girl.
I don't
Let's do
know
this.
though. Okay, go ahead though. What?
I'm just wondering if the mirror neurons of people in chat are turned on. So, okay, Casey, you think it's an act? Does anybody believe that just so razzy? Is this touching anybody out there? Like anybody? I guess everyone would be afraid to be like, just touching me.
No, I remember I said that. I don't feel like it when it would start to at first, and then it was just like she would ruin it. And it's like, then it was just like overdone the first time. But then the second time I watched it, it didn't do anything, absolutely nothing. It was just like, no. I think she's feeling sorry for herself, definitely. I don't know. I don't even think she's probably even been able to really fully comprehend or absorb or feel like really, what happened by this time, So I think she realizes it's a huge thing, but like, no, I mean, I'm not saying like, I don't think that maybe in the future, like after she really got time to really feel it, that maybe she didn't feel something, but right here, I don't feel too much for that she is.
And so what personal gain do you guys feel that she's going for here? Tiffy? Tiff, what do you think she's going for? Like personal?
Oh, me. Well, I mean, she wants what is it called? Like she wants them to believe her, that she feels. Wait, what do you mean by this? Crying or just in general? I mean, she wants to basically prove to law enforcement that she had nothing to do with it, that she's a good person, and just to clear herself from any what is it called? What is the word I'm thinking for? Like that she had anything to do with it. Like she wants to, what is the word? Any involvement in the murder. So she kind of wants to probably show like, how can somebody do this? Like I would never do this. There's no way that I would, that she would even be able to ever even think about doing anything like that. And I don't know. Did I answer your question or no? Okay.
Absolutely. Mm-hmm. Okay, well, I'm glad to see that there's different levels in here of belief for distancing. Yeah. So, do you guys sense any guilty knowledge here, or that she's trying to stay away from guilty knowledge? What do you guys get from this? Tiff, do you want to answer that while we're waiting for chat? Do you feel like she has guilty knowledge?
No, I don't. But I feel like she has this guilt because of things she said to him, and I think that is always on her mind. Like maybe certain things she said that she probably realizes, man, like that didn't look like. What if he took it this way, or what if he thought I meant this, or or maybe she really did mean that stuff. I mean, I don't know what her intention was, but I think that's if there's any guilty knowledge or anything, it's not about like her knowing anything about the specific, because I don't think Chris told her. I don't think afterwards. Do you think that he told her, like, after the fact? Do you think she was aware and he admitted it to her?
I don't. Okay, so right after the murders, no, I don't think he told her anything after the murders.
Yeah, I don't either. So I don't think. No, I mean, I don't think.
But I have questions, though. There are a couple of things that have come up in this interview that I do kind of.
What are they?
When she says, I think it was part 1 where she says, I forget the part, but she's like doing this thing with her hands, and she almost just by like, yeah, I don't know. I got to go back so I don't missay it. Because I don't want to do that.
I mean, but there are some things like that, throughout the last 3 years, that there's things that she says in interviews and stuff that, yeah, I guess that make me like, But I think I just keep going back to, like, after everything and it's all together, I just think it's just more that, I don't know. I wish you could remember what you're talking about, though.
I think I brought it up. I can't even read my own writing, but good night, Mezzy. Love you.
Oh, good night,
Mezzy's
Maz.
going to work. Working mama. I
don't know. I mean, I don't know what you were going to say, so.
Yeah, I don't either. I like wrote it down, but there was something about, she said something about the second day, like on the second day when Shanann didn't show up, that she was like, now it's getting weird. I'm totally paraphrasing.
Oh, you brought this up before. I didn't understand what you were trying to say with that. I didn't get your point. But because you didn't really go too far into it, you just mentioned it a little bit. So yeah, I'd like to know what do you mean?
I don't know now. I mean, it's like what, like,
because you were trying to say that it's weird that she thought that 1 day is not a big deal, but 2 days is. But why is that weird though? Like, I didn't get what you were trying to say with
I
that.
don't know right now.
Oh, you don't even after.
Well,
okay.
like, I don't know what the exact point was, but it was something. Now I don't remember. I just don't want to say it wrong and then like have it be this thing with like, become something. But
why?
yeah,
Because like everything, I feel like at the beginning of this live, just, I don't know. No, don't even hold. I mean, if you want to say something, because so you feel
I'm
like
good.
you know what you want to say, but you're afraid to say it wrong.
No, I actually am totally
Oh.
brain dead right now.
Oh, okay. Then don't say anything if you don't even know it.
People who don't know me are like, she's freaking brain dead. This chick's brain dead. No, but there's like,
she was saying like, well, 1 day I could see not having the meds, not having her phone, but like two days, like to go without all that and not have heard anything. Then that's when she's like, then I started getting a little worried because, but I don't know.
I don't remember what it was,
meant.
but it didn't make sense and it wasn't congruent with the way she was saying it. It wasn't congruent with her body language. It wasn't believable. It wasn't believable that she even believed herself.
Okay. Well, no, I mean, we do know she lies a lot in these, so.
Bammy, it's lack of sleep. I like the rain fog better, Bammy.
Welcome to Rain Fog. Aw. Hey, weird
fog.
mom.
Hi, weird mommy. Are you muted?
You want to start again or no?
Yes.
I can't even think.
Take a couple breaths and take a second.
Sunday night. I don't even know. I don't think I was like concerned about anything at that point.
You guys had had a nice meal the night before. You knew his wife was probably coming home late that evening.
Oh, you know what? I still don't remember what we talked about. I like, honestly, like, we talk about so much random stuff, like, it's so hard to pinpoint some of these things. I don't remember what we talked about. I do remember that was a long phone conversation, though. We probably talked about all sorts of stuff. One thing I do remember, though, that I didn't remember earlier when I was talking to Mark, so this is, like, where I'm starting to remember, like, little bits and pieces. I don't remember, I know. So the phone conversation, I don't remember what was in the phone conversation. Probably nothing of relevance, to be honest with you. But usually he talks to me when he's like down in the basement in his bed before he goes to bed and before I go to bed. And I could hear the TV on, which I thought was kind of weird. I didn't ask him, I just heard it in the background. And I remember thinking, and it was like right before we got off the phone, I was like, why the hell is he up? And there's like no TV downstairs, so I was like, well, maybe, I don't know.
No TV in the basement where he usually calls you from.
Yeah, and I don't know how many TVs they have. Like, I've never been in their bedroom. Like, I went upstairs once, and it was like to their little playroom, and I just like looked at it, and I was like, that's super cute that your girls have books, and that was like it. And other than that, I have never been in any of those rooms in that upstairs. Like, to me, it was just like, you don't know. Like, ever. I had no, so I don't know if he has any other TVs. I'm assuming by like how much other nice stuff they have in their house, it wouldn't surprise me. So I'm not quite sure what room he was in at that point. But I just remember hearing the TV, and I was like, it was just weird to me, because I was like, why are you watching TV right now? It is like super late. And that was the only thing.
And he had phoned you, or were you guys already talking when the TV was going, or?
I just remember I picked up on it like later, but I don't think it was like throughout the whole conversation.
Okay.
Like, I just remember it being towards the end, because I remember thinking like, wow, it's really late.
See, I think she's a little bit mad because if he's upstairs, Shanann's coming home, they're supposed to be separated. There's not a freaking TV in the basement, so that means he must be upstairs. He's lying. Uh-oh, he's going to be waiting. And why is he watching TV, number one, waiting up for Shanann, plus he's upstairs? Is that what the day we're talking about? Am I talking about the right day? Maybe I misunderstood. She's talking about, yeah, the day is a Sunday, right?
I believe she's on Sunday.
So I think she's a little bit upset, thinking, oh, why is he up there when Shanann's going to be coming home? Shouldn't he be down the basement? Did you sense anything in the body language of that, or no?
Yeah, no. She's completely doing it with her like side she doesn't like, her
okay, so she's not happy
right
that he was
side.
up in that room with the TV.
Or she's lying, and there's a lot of lilting. There's a lot of like, and
but what would she be lying there about, though?
I have no idea, but it's deceptive and it's weird. And then why is this lilting language happening? Why is there these like up peaks? It's just bizarre. It's not what she's doing in her baseline.
But go ahead. Sorry.
No, go ahead.
But do you think maybe it's just because she's lying as she's saying that, what her intent, like what she was feeling, like as she's telling him, well, I just thought it was weird. What are you doing up super late? Like she's trying to put it off, like she's not upset that he's up there waiting for his wife. So could that just come out as deception right there?
Absolutely.
Right?
Yeah, absolutely. That could totally be deception. But there's something happening with that conversation, that day's conversation, that doesn't sit right with her. She's not comfortable with it, whatever.
Yeah, she's not honest with her about her feelings. Yeah, because she's just like putting it off, like it's like, well, it's just super late, and what are you doing up this late? And really, she's probably like, you freaking jerk, what are you gonna say? I mean, she's probably so mad that he's gonna be waiting for Shanann, and he's maybe in the same bed, But yeah. Anyway, okay, so
being a mistress is hard, guys, right? I mean, it's like wifey's
that's
coming
true.
home.
That's a good point, though. If the kids are upstairs, why would he be in the basement? Why would she even expect him to be in the basement? I guess
Maybe,
but she did, because we heard her. She said, "Well, that's weird. There's not I know there's not a TV in the basement." So she was thinking he should be in the basement, but like he's got kids upstairs. So yeah, that would be a little bit irresponsible for before Shanann gets home if he goes to sleep in the basement. But
why? Because it's not like when they cry, he does anything about it. Like,
Oh, never mind. You're right. And they have the monitor. He could just bring it down there. Yeah, that's right. Okay. So never mind. Take that last thing back. Oh, and plus, yeah. But I don't know. Yes, it's wrong. And I know it's hard. I know it is weird how her dad just stares at her because he's learning all this. I feel like he's learning. He's just taking it all in. I feel like he just plus, I think he is making sure, what she says. But I feel like it's like his first time hearing a lot of this. So he's just kind of listening really very intently. What do you make out of that, Ella?
I think he's been told an outline, but not specifics. And he's scared for her. And I feel like he's scared for her. He's scared of, he's very nervous. He's constantly doing like this digital deflection where the nervousness is coming out in his hands. So you'll see that with his, wonder if he's left-handed, because you see that with his right hand as well. But yeah, not like it matters. It's not like a only left-handed versus only right-handed thing. Anyways, but yes. So you'll see that with him because as humans, our bodies are really instinctual. So when we come to lie or like hold back lies in different ways, there'll be other things that tell on us. And sometimes it'll, like if you're shutting your mouth and not like spewing the lie, you will give it away by other parts of your body. Brianna CC. There's our devil's advocate. I don't know what you're saying. I didn't read it, but hello.
Yeah, good point, Brianna. All right, so let's start it. You want to continue, I mean? You ready?
The something I didn't ask you about the house because you'd been there twice, and it just made me remember. Do you remember how you guys accessed the house?
That's a good question. So once through the garage, and I think once through the front door. I think the first time was through the front door, I think. And I think the second time was through the garage.
Was there anything unique about either of the doors when you went into the house that might not be typical of another house?
Like a unique door.
Not the
they
door
have a
itself.
camera on their door.
Okay,
I mean,
there's
I
a
know
camera on the which door?
It's on the front door, isn't it?
I don't know. I'm asking
I
you.
think so.
Okay.
I don't know.
Did he use a key to access the house?
No. He did not. The first time I went over there, he just let me in. And then the second time, did we go through the garage? I don't remember. I've been through his garage before. I went through his front door once, though, because I remember he had just cleaned, it was the first time I went through his front door, because he had just cleaned his carpets, and he had moved all the furniture out of the way, and the furniture was kind of in the way of the door. And he's like, the door doesn't open all the way right now. I'll move all the furniture back when the carpet dries. So I do remember that, just kind of offhandedly. And the second time, I want to say we went through his garage, because I remember his garage. I remember, yeah.
So he was at the house when you went there. You were never there by yourself.
He
correct?
was at, yeah,
Or he
no.
took you there.
The first time he was already there,
Okay.
and I met up with him. And the second time we went there together.
So the front door, I asked if he had used a key.
He let me in.
Okay. So there's a, those keypads where you can enter an access code. Do you remember seeing that on his door?
Like, I want to say vaguely, but to be honest with you, I don't remember. Like, he let me in that day. That
So
was
he never
so
gave
long
you
ago.
he never gave you the code to access his home?
No,
Okay.
not at all.
You talked about a security system. There was a
Wait, so I'm trying to, because I'm going through these phone records, so they're like, those are in my head as she's telling these details. She said the first time, it was the second time they went there together, she said, right? Didn't she just say the first time she went there by herself and he let her in and she went through the
Yes.
front door, and then the second time it was through the garage, because the second time was the 14th when they went to the museum, right?
Yes.
But if you look at the phone records, how is it that they went there together? Because it looks, well, let me see something really quick. Let me just see. I want to just double check something. Hold on. Yeah. Okay. So, because that's the other ping, when it pings in Frederick, because I even point this out in this recorded video that I'm doing, it appears that she goes to his house and then they go to, because doesn't she say somewhere this is the only time? Didn't she ride in Shanae's car? That was the only time she was in Shanae's car, right?
Mm-hmm.
So from the records, it almost looks like she went there by herself. she called him, like probably when she just got there to say, hey, I'm here or whatever, to meet her, because then they get there in Boulder at the museum like a half hour later. It's just why would she have to call him if they're together is what I'm saying.
Do you want to rewind it to make sure so it's like fresh in our heads? Like, what is it? 2 minutes?
Yeah. I feel like I'm boring.
No, dude, I like didn't even sleep last night, so I'm so tired. I'm like out of it.
Energy. There's a little extra dose for you. There you go.
Wait, can you just do really like? Where's your lollipop?
Are you getting it?
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't even look like you're getting it.
I am. I just need a little more.
Okay.
So good. We're so weird.
You got it. All right. What?
We're really weird. I feel
know.
like
And we'll get a lollipop in a minute. Okay.
I have one.
I have
but
one.
I can start before you.
Okay,
because
start yours up.
I don't. You just do 22.
Yeah.
22.
All right, let me play this. See what she says, guys. Look where I stopped it. Look at her. She's going. I don't know.
With her right hand too.
Oh yeah, it's her right hand. Okay. And it looks like she's looking right up at the camera. Okay.
Dork, think. And I think the second time was through the garage.
Was there anything unique about either of the doors when you went into the house that might not be typical of another house?
Like a unique door.
Not the door itself.
On their door.
Okay,
I mean,
there's a camera on the which door?
It's on the front door, isn't it?
I don't know. I'm asking.
I think so.
Okay.
I don't know.
Did he use a key to access the house?
I'll let it.
No. He did not. The first time I went over there, he just let me in. And then the second time, did we go through the garage? I don't remember. I've been through his garage before. I went through his front door once, though, because I remember he had just cleaned, it was the first time I went through his front door, because he had just cleaned his carpets, and he had moved all the furniture out of the way, and the furniture was kind of in the way of the door. And he's like, the door doesn't open all the way right now. I'll move all the furniture back when the carpet dries. So I do remember that, just kind of offhandedly. And the second time, I want to say we went through his garage, because I remember his garage. I remember, yeah.
So he was at the house when you went there. You were never there by yourself.
He
right?
was at,
or
no.
he took you there.
The first time he was already there,
Okay.
and I met up with him. And the second time we went there together.
So she might have just mean though, like they met, they went to the museum, she went by herself, and then on the way home that they went there together, right? So it could just be like a easy explanation like that, right? She met him there, so the records do show that she probably went there to pick him up, or they met each other, and then they rode in Shanian's car in the Lexus. And then on the way home, she was probably maybe thinking of that when they went home, and then they went, because she probably didn't go in when they met, because she calls him. It's probably like she called him like, hey, I'm here, and then they probably just, I don't know, met. He probably like came out and met her or something, and then they drove, because then they're in Boulder 30 minutes later. Chris already has pictures in his phone. So then probably on the way home is when she went in. You see what I'm saying? When she actually went inside. So she's picturing, oh, we went there together, because that's when she probably went in the house, is when they were together on the way home from the museum. So that just, she probably
You're
didn't.
so smart.
No, I'm not. Wait.
Yes, you are. You're so smart. I feel like, no, I'm not. Okay, I'm just going to shut up.
No, but no, well, thank you. God, I'm sorry. I'm like being all mean, and you're just giving me a compliment. Thank you. Okay. Are you all right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm just going to shut up.
All right. You don't have to shut up. All right. I'm going to press play.
No. It'd be this like awkward. You don't have to shut up. You're really smart. No, you don't have to shut up. Okay. There's people watching.
Okay.
So the front door, I asked if he had used a key.
He let me in.
Okay. So there's a, those keypads where you can enter an access code. Do you remember seeing that on his door?
Like, I want to say vaguely, but to be honest with you, I don't remember. Like, he let me in that day. That
So
was
he never
so
gave
long
you
ago.
he never gave you the code to access his home?
No.
Okay.
Not at all.
You talked about a security system. There was a camera on the front door. Was that just like a you know what a Ring doorbell is that goes to your phone?
I don't even know what it looked like. I only
Okay.
know that it existed either because A, I wasn't paying attention the first time I was over there, but B, because of all the stuff that's going on right now. That's the only reason I know
Okay.
it's in
Did you remember
existence.
seeing any cameras anywhere in the house?
Okay, so did you just see that, you guys? This is totally normal, okay? So just want to point out how, like, stuff's normal with body language. So there's, like, certain planes where we, like, when we're talking with our hands, and they're called certain things. When you talk above your head, like when you're just, like, motioning with your hand above your head, that's kind of like an exaggeration of, you feel some kind of exaggeration or stress level, or it's a lot. And it is, because where she says that is, with all this going on, she does it with her right hand, which in my opinion is where she keeps her negative feelings subconsciously, and she goes above her head. So you see how congruent that is? Like, that's not a lie, that's true. It is an insane amount to go through. So just want to show that and point that out, that she did that, and it's totally congruent with life. Sorry.
You're so smart.
I'm not actually, I'm really slow today. Thank you.
Well, I mean, you're just tired. No, I don't. You can't tell you're tired, but you're good. Okay, so I'm gonna play. You push play?
Did he ever tell you about the alarm system or give you an access code to the
No.
alarm system?
I wouldn't have asked for that. I wouldn't have wanted that anyways.
Sorry to regress to that.
No, you're okay.
Go back to the phone call, or where you noticed the television in the background of the
Yeah.
phone call.
Yeah. So I didn't know what room he was in, but I was just like, I just thought it was weird. Because he's always like, before I go to bed and I lay down, he's always like kind of trying to do the same thing. We just talk. It's like a really chill thing till one of us is about to pass out, and then that's like the end of it. But it was strange because I was like, the TV's on. I remember I was thinking, I was like, maybe he's waiting up for her. And then I was like, maybe not. I didn't know. It wasn't something that like alerted me. It was just different from his
Out of
standard
character for him.
operating procedure. Because whether his wife is home or she's gone, he's always got kind of like the standard op when he calls me. So that's why it was kind of like unique.
Okay.
Because it doesn't really fluctuate when she's there and when she's not there. He's pretty like free reign with what he does.
So anything important that you recall during that conversation about the children, about his wife, about what he was doing the next day, what he had planned, anything like that? Did he
No.
tell you any of that information?
I remember he told me he had to go to the field and not to the office on Monday morning.
Okay. Did he specifically say where he needed to go on Monday morning?
No, I don't ask him for those sites. There's like, Anadarko's got like thousands of sites. If he were to tell me, I wouldn't even
They're
know.
just like random numbers and stuff, right?
Well, he told me, he said, I gotta go to a site, I gotta go check out like a valve or something where they think that they had a release. Something like that.
Did he mention the town or anywhere?
No, he just told me that that's what he had to go do. He's
Okay.
like, he was like, I won't see you in the office in the morning. Because I see him, but I don't actually like talk to him. Like I will go in the cafeteria, I will put my lunch in the fridge, and him and his whole team are sitting in there, and I don't talk to any of them. I just walk out. But anyways, yeah, he's like, so I won't see you, I'm going to the field, which is not an uncommon thing for the ops guys to like just go straight to the field. Like it happens. Like typically they go to the office, I would say like 3 or 4 days a week, but there are days where him and his other team members are not there. Or like I'll get in there and some days the cafeteria is packed and they're all there.
Okay.
And other days I get in there and there's only like 3 or 4 of them.
So it didn't cause you any concern that he said,
No.
I'm going to the field on Monday, I won't see you. That wasn't,
No.
that's
it
happened
didn't-
before.
Yeah, I mean,
Okay.
it wasn't something, and it's not just him, it's like that whole team. Like, you can just tell when they've got, like, a lot going on, because I'll walk in and there'll be, like, 2 of them, as opposed to, like, 6 or 7.
Do you know what he did Sunday during the day?
I don't even know what I did on Sunday during the day. I am so tired. Let me just think about this. Daniel came over Friday, I hung out with him Saturday, and then Sunday,
When did Jim come in?
Monday.
Huh.
Jim got here Monday. What did I do on Sunday? I am like drawing a blank. I'm really tired. I don't know. Can I get back to you on that?
Did you guys have any conversations on Saturday night during your meal, what he might be doing on Sunday?
I'm sure we did. I don't know why I'm drawing a blank because I haven't slept.
If I say that he may have done something with his children, would that refresh
Oh, yes.
your memory?
He went to a birthday party.
Okay. Did you know whose house he was going to?
Nope. But I know that they had a water balloon fight.
Okay. He had one, or his children?
His children did.
Okay.
He said he used to get really into it. He said he got like really interactive with his kids. He's like, some of the adults don't really spend a lot of time playing with the kids, but
You
I
went
always
to
do.
the museum on what day, Saturday or Sunday?
Sunday.
Okay.
That's right. So that's what I was like, was I hanging out with you? God.
Very memorable event, huh?
Me and him and my stepmother and
wife
my
and-
sister
yeah.
went to the museum, and
What
that's
museum?
right, the Denver Museum of Nature and Science. And they went to brunch prior to that, and I skipped brunch, and I went to the gym.
You shouldn't have. It was good.
I had to do core day. That was the last time I worked out, actually.
That's
so
what we did Sunday. Okay.
Yeah, so core day, and then we went to the museum, and then.
When did he tell you about the water balloon fight on Sunday evening during your conversation on the phone?
I think so.
Okay. So
think
you don't
so.
know whose house he went to on Sunday,
No.
but you knew it was for a child's birthday?
Yeah, and he had told me about that in advance, really. So I don't know if it was Saturday that he had told me that he was going to go that birthday, or like Friday. I just remember he was like, "I got to go to this birthday party
Okay.
with my kids."
Any other conversation that makes sense?
I mean, honestly, at this point, I'm really tired, so I know there are certain things that I need to tell you guys that we'll get to as these days progress.
Yep.
But in all honesty, if it doesn't stand out to me now,
Today?
it probably
That's fine.
wasn't relevant.
What about that 9 o'clock thing you were telling me on Monday?
Oh, that he told me? Oh yeah, well we'll get there. We'll get there. We're still on
So
Sunday
we're on
night.
Sunday.
We're
gonna get to-
literally-
we're gonna
I
get
know,
to-
This is gonna be a long.
We're gonna
night.
get there to Monday. We're getting there. So Sunday night or Sunday during the day, you had your own personal stuff.
They don't think they ever get to it, do they? That the 9 o'clock thing on Monday, they never do.
No, but if we rewind that, I can't see her blink rate, so I haven't like baselined her blink rate. But can we look at Dwayne on that?
Yeah. How far back would you say?
Right before he slides the car, right before he slides his card over.
Like that good?
Yeah, I mean that's plenty. Yeah.
So
I think
you don't know whose house he went to on Sunday, but you knew it was for a child's birthday?
Yeah, and he had told me about that in advance, really. So I don't know if it was Saturday that he had told me that he was going to go that birthday, or like Friday. I just remember he was like, "I got to go to this birthday party
Okay.
with my kids."
Any other conversation that makes sense?
I mean, honestly, at this point, I'm really tired, so I know there are certain things that I need to tell you guys that we'll get to as these days progress.
Yep.
But in all honesty, if it doesn't stand out to me now,
Today?
it probably
That's fine.
wasn't relevant.
What about that 9 o'clock thing you were telling me on Monday?
Oh, that he told me? Oh yeah, well we'll get there. We'll get there. We're still on Sunday.
So we're on
night.
Sunday.
We're
gonna get to-
literally-
we're gonna
I know,
get to-
This is gonna be a long.
We're gonna
night.
get there to Monday. We're getting there. So Sunday night or Sunday during the day, you had your own personal stuff going on with your family. You never see him on Sunday. Is that accurate?
No, I didn't see him. What did I do the rest of the day? I came home. I think I might have just chilled at my house. I don't remember. I think I cleaned my house. I don't know. I didn't see him though.
Okay. And
Yeah, Saturday was the last time I saw him.
Okay. Sunday, you're at home. You talk to him. We know you have a conversation in the late evening hours, and then you go to sleep on Sunday night. When's the next time you talk with Chris?
Probably Monday morning.
Do you know what time?
No, I mean, so we used to like randomly text each other like throughout the day, but we both get really busy. So some days like I don't hear a lot from him, and some days I don't text him until like 2 o'clock in the afternoon because I'm just like busy. And I remember I didn't hear a lot from him that day, which was like, that's not out of the normal for either one of us during the day.
But at one point, I do remember he like texted me and he's like, "Oh, it's been a really busy day," and then like said some other stuff, which I'm sure you will find in my text. What he said, I don't know. It wasn't obviously anything that was like alerting to me. That's what I'm saying. Like at this point, like I remember really key things, but if it's like a conversation that I'm like, I don't remember exactly what was discussed, it's because it was probably just bullshit, like just talking to each other. Yeah.
Small talk stuff.
Yeah. But I remember he was busy that day, and we didn't talk that much. And then I clocked out at 3 is what my time card says. That's what I was showing Mark the other day. And I got home to go meet my buddy. One of my good friends was coming over to my house, and he actually has a key to my house, so he was actually there when I got there. And
who's that?
My friend Jim. And so Jim came over, and I got home. He was there. He had like just walked in the door, and I remember like briefly after he got there, I checked my texts. I mean, briefly after I met up with Jim, I like glanced at my texts, and Chris said something about like my family's not home, or like my wife and kids aren't home, like something to that effect. And I told Mark, because he asked me for a time, and I don't have an exact time, but I remember it was like right after I walked.
That was a text message though.
Yeah, it's in a text, and it's like, it was like briefly after I walked in the door, so based off how long it takes me to get home from work and when I clocked out, it was probably about 3:45 p.m. Texts me and tells me that. And like, he knows when I get off of work too, so he doesn't always bug me if I'm busy, so I don't know what's up with that, but that's when he sends that to me. And
so you're saying that he would have known that you would have had your phone available to you and not been at work when he sent you that text message?
Yes, that's what I'm trying to say.
So looking back at it, you think it was purposefully sent at that time?
Oh, I'm sure.
I'm just asking your feeling on that.
Yes, and then he said, "Call me when you can," and I was
There was
like,
no other communication between you and him that morning, on Monday morning?
well,
at all?
there was, but it was like random, like
But nothing about this event?
no.
About like my wife's missing, or
No.
anything?
Nothing.
Okay.
Nothing.
And you knew he wasn't coming to the office because he had told you that Sunday night.
Yeah, and then he goes, and so like they're only in the office for the morning. Like
Right.
some days it's longer than others, but I would say by a maximum of 7:30 every single morning they're all gone, and they don't come back unless they have like a meeting or something that they have to attend. So like not seeing him for the rest of the day is not like an unnormal thing.
Okay.
Like, but like I'm saying, like we don't really. The only reason we interact was kind of like by an off chance thing. Like I don't work with him.
Mm-hmm.
So he, we talked like randomly throughout the day, but it was really sporadic, and he seemed pretty busy, so we didn't talk too much. Like I said, didn't put too much thought into it. It happens all the time. Waited till about 3:45, then sent that text to me, and yes, he does know that I will be home at that point. Or getting home.
Did you give Mark Jim's information?
No, I would really not like to involve him in this.
Okay.
He does not know about this. He doesn't know any of this is occurring.
Okay.
Like I was
So
literally
he knows certainly through the media that something's occurred.
Yeah, he's
with
like
Chris.
out of town. He's probably has
Okay.
no idea. He doesn't know
Okay.
who Chris is. Like he's not. I do not know.
So he's just a friend of yours
yes.
um,
He does
that
not
was
need to be
coming
dragged
to your
into this.
apartment and doesn't know anything about Chris. Does he know anything about Chris?
No,
Okay.
nothing. Absolutely
And
not.
we've known Jim for
Yeah.
years and years.
You're not dating him or anything like that.
No.
It's kind of weird though that she talked to him like every day, almost Jim, and she never told him about Chris. It wasn't that her like best friend, but I don't know. Do you believe that she didn't tell that Jim? She never told Jim about Chris. Bella.
I think it's odd, like you say, but so Jim makes her feel really safe. Like Jim's her security. And you see that when at some point I pointed out on part 2 that she got in and like kind of shifted away from Kobach, like towards her dad. When they start talking about Jim, she shifts up, faces Kobach, and like gets really comfortable, which is like it's time to talk about Bae. I mean, like lack of a better term. I don't know. But Jim has a lot of security for her for some reason.
But do you think she doesn't want him involved because
She's
she doesn't want
mortified.
him? What?
She's mortified by this.
Okay. So you don't think it has anything to do with like maybe there is some kind of something where like she doesn't want him to know all the details of her and Chris's relationship, and that there was something there or something? Or I mean, what do you mean more if like why
There's
does she like
something.
so protect? Or she's just really protective over him maybe or something?
I mean, obviously she's really protective over him. We've heard that for a long time, right? Like it's just the whole, what was the your giveaway? Your code for your giveaway? Are you finding a hole?
Well, it just cut my tongue a little bit, so I was seeing where it was at, so I know where to be careful. God, yeah, leave Jim alone. But I'm just trying to wonder, like, why is she so? Like, what is the why? I wonder. Is it just something like? Is there
I
anything
don't
like
know.
specific that you think? Okay,
But she is completely mortified by this. Like with Jim finding out about this. But it is weird at that too, because it's like, why wouldn't he know? My good friend has a key to my house. Wouldn't
so I'm
know
saying,
that.
so is there something like she? Why is it that she doesn't want him to know? Is it because how would he look at her because he was a married guy, or that just in like she's with a guy in general?
Maybe
That's what I'm trying to figure out.
maybe it is like, this is all body language of somebody who is scared that she's gonna lose the support. You know what I mean? Like if he were to find out, maybe he wouldn't, because it seems like that's her. Also, just my opinion, completely my opinion, I don't think she likes her stepmother. Just I mean, as much as the rest of her family.
Just from this interview, or is there some
Yes.
other reason? Oh, okay.
Just from this interview.
She doesn't. What you didn't? You should have had me stop when she was talking about it. Is there
No,
something?
because it wasn't like it wasn't that important. It's just my opinion. It's not like concrete.
Okay.
It was she did a fading fax, and her blink rate isn't up that much. I don't know what her baseline is for blink rate, but her blink rate isn't up that much whenever I'm like kind of checking. And then over stepmom, it kind of doubled, which isn't saying much. And also she did a fading fax on stepmom.
Yes, I'm actually working on another video for the pings where it's a recorded one. I should be out in the next couple days. Yes, she calls him almost every morning. She calls Jim almost every morning. No, I don't want to say how much. She calls him a lot in the morning. So no, it's not weird that she called him.
Skylar, did you just get here? I don't know if you're talking to us or chat, but like, please keep it classy and be nice.
Not wanting him involved. She's literally trying to cut off anyone else. No, I think she's talking about NK, right? Oh, because she's saying, "Are y'all stupid?" Oh, is that what you mean? Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's not like our first rodeo with this. What we're doing is looking at body language and at this precise moment and trying to wonder what's happening in this precise moment.
That's
so
what we're saying that she doesn't want him to be involved in it. What do you mean? That's what we're saying. She doesn't want him to be. Yeah, we're trying to figure out why is she protecting him? Is it because she doesn't want him? Like we're just throwing out ideas, so we kind of are saying the same thing, but I'm confused.
Don't be confused.
Maybe the why is different. You're assuming the why that we think is different than the why you think. But we're saying there is something. There's a reason she doesn't want him involved. Is it because she doesn't want him to know what she was doing with a married man? He'll think less. She might lose that, her support system, her best friend or whatever. Or is it because, is there something like, is she leading him on and they have like more of a friendship and she doesn't even tell him when she's dating a guy sometimes because I don't know, it makes him mad. I don't know what the reason. That's what I was just trying to ask Bella what she thinks.
Don't worry about it.
No, but what do you think? What does that person think? I wonder, huh? What?
We went through it. I think they just clicked on or something. Very
All right, you ready?
Mm-hmm.
And don't feel bad if you want me to stop the video.
No,
Okay.
I won't.
He's like one of my very good friends. Like my dad knows him. He's a great guy. He works out of state a lot, so when he's in town, we hang out. But when he's in town and he's off of work to save time, so I give him the key to my house, one, because I trust him and he's one of my best friends, and two, because sometimes he will just meet me there because I'll be like, hey, I'm getting off of work, and then if I get stuck.
Wait, should we rewind it? Did you hear her say that? He was not, and then stopped herself. Sounded like she was about to say he was not involved. Just sounds weird.
I didn't hear him.
I mean, how
we
far
could-
back though? Huh?
Cinnamon girl.
What do you think? What should we do? Should we try to go back a little? But I don't know how far back it was. Okay. I'll go back like.
I can't believe Diana Wright just said this. Mrs. Wright. I'm blushing.
Yeah, but wait. You're just making a joke, but that wouldn't be go along with what we know though actually. Okay, so let's continue here.
The only reason we interact was kind of like by an off chance thing. Like I don't work with him. So he yeah, we talk like randomly throughout the day, but it was really sporadic and he seemed pretty busy, so we didn't talk too much. Like I said, didn't put too much thought into it. It happens all the time. Waited till about 3:45, then sent that text to me. And yes, he does know that I will be home at that point. Or getting home.
Did you give Mark Jim's information?
No, I would really not like to involve him in this. He
Okay.
does not know about this. He doesn't know any of this is occurring.
Okay.
Like I was
So
literally
he knows certainly through the media that something's occurred.
Yeah.
That's what she was talking about. What do you make out of that? I mean, it could be like he was not like aware of any of it. I mean, it's kind of could be very broad. What did you get out of that, Bella?
I mean, yeah, I think what I just got out of it is that she's insanely uncomfortable. But yeah, I don't know.
Okay. All right.
It is
He's
weird.
With
out of
Chris.
town. He's probably has
Okay.
no idea. He doesn't know
Okay.
who Chris is. Like he's not. I do not know.
So he's just a friend of yours
yes.
that
He does not need
was
to be
coming
dragged
to your
into this.
apartment and doesn't know anything about Chris. Does he know anything about Chris?
No,
Okay.
nothing. Absolutely
And
not.
we've known Jim for
Yeah.
years and years.
You're not dating him or anything like that. It's
No,
just a
he's
friend.
like one of my very good friends. Like my dad knows him. He's a great guy. He works out of state a lot, so when he's in town, we hang out. But when he's in town and he's off of work to save time, so I give him the key to my house, one, because I trust him and he's one of my best friends, and two, because sometimes he will just meet me there because I'll be like, hey, I'm getting off of work, and then if I get stuck in traffic or something, he ends up like sitting outside of my apartment waiting for me to get off of work. So I'm like, here's the key, and like my dog loves him and stuff. So no, he's not.
So he's just a
involved
family
with it.
friend.
Yes, I don't even.
The only
want
reason
him
I ask,
dragged into this.
and I'm not really concerned about your location. I think we already have your cell phone records. At some point, did Mark ask you to supply? Did they ask for consent to get cell phone records? That'll probably be done by warrant. If we
Isn't that
wanted,
what you just did?
nope. What I'm talking about is your movement
Oh.
by GPS or by cell phone tower to show where you were. Obviously, and I don't want to cause you concern, we want to know where you were that day too. You're dating a man who did some egregious stuff, and we want to show that you were never near him that day. Period.
I mean, you guys
So-
can track my.
No, yeah, I
stuff.
mean that was something we will have to get a warrant for, anyways. I'm just saying, if we asked for it, would you have any
Yeah,
objections to that?
No, you can have
Great.
it.
So,
I'm
we'll-
a pretty boring person. I
well,
don't
it sounds
go
like
too
you
many
just went to
places.
work that day, and then you came home and you were there at 3:45.
Yeah, like
on
give or
Monday.
take like 5
Yeah,
minutes,
whatever.
but
See, I don't think she looks nervous at all what they're gonna find in her GPS records. What do you think, Bella? Put it up. Why we can't see? your face.
Sorry, I was showing off your.
Oh, okay. I don't know. I don't think she's hiding anything there. I don't think she was there that morning, and she's not afraid what they're gonna find or where she was. In my opinion, but did you get anything from the body language or no?
Since I'm not so far, no, I'll say that, but also there's clusters. I'm not looking at certain clusters right now.
All right.
Please, 14 asterisks. 14 asterisks is like on this today. 14, love you. Why did you draw a triangle? I love you. I don't know.
Did you see it? I mean, what do you mean? What did 14 asterisk say before that? You said is on
Oh,
it
no.
today?
Okay, well, 14 asterisks, I think it was you, 14 asterisks, caught the I don't work with him. This like exaggerate, like what does that even mean? Like why this like thing over working with Chris? Like it was really bizarre. So I don't know what that means. And Michelle, you guys, is it getting late? I'm getting loopy, but that is hilarious. Yes, now it's gonna start a new rumor. Why did she draw a triangle on the table? Look where you paused it on her too.
What? Okay.
Hard blink.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess we could rewind it and see what she was saying when she drew a triangle on the table. Maybe she's just showing that she just went to work, went home. Like maybe she was just kind of if that's what she did, it like just gonna show. I don't really do anything. Like kind of just showing like you just go to work and go home. I don't know.
Look at Zavi. She's so brilliant. It might be 20 seconds back. 14 knows. 14 knows.
Okay, let's see. Let's see if she does do it at that time when she's just saying, I'm pretty boring. I just,
14
go to
is
work and go back. She's
MVP.
probably just showing like on the mat, showing like you're gonna see me go to work, come back. I just don't think she seems pretty open about this. Like the text, on the other hand, she's nervous about when they ask, like, well, why do you need him? What do you need this? Or he's like, we want to see where you were. She's like, well, didn't I give it? No, this is different. This is gonna show where you were and make sure you're not. And she's just like, oh yeah, I'm pretty boring. I just feel like because there's nothing she's hiding in that aspect. But in the text aspect, it's because she's probably said things that make her nervous, Okay, so let's.
But think about this though. Why is it the first time that she, instead of just like doing this, whatever language, she's kind of like like laughing through the answer? Could that be something? I'm not saying it is. Just asking you guys to think. Could that be? Because it's a little different the way she answers. It might look completely like relaxed to you, or like that's how you would answer, but she's in an interview room. There's a serious crime happening. Is that really? It's just kind of, I don't know. I'm not saying one.
She might be just kind of be laughing at herself because she doesn't do anything. Like, is it when she's saying like, well, I don't really have a life or I don't do anything? When does she laugh?
Like throughout it, there's a couple of parts that she's just kind of like, is it nervousness? Is it, I don't know. I'm way beyond my bedtime, I feel. So I don't know, but just putting it out there.
Hey, Gigi. Okay, I rewound it 20 seconds. So let's see.
Yay.
All right.
Cell phone tower to show where you were. Obviously, and I don't want to cause you concern, we want to know where you were that day too. You're dating a man who did some egregious stuff, and we want to show that you were never near him that day. Period.
I mean, you guys can track my stuff.
No, yeah, I mean that was something we will have to get a warrant for, anyways. I'm just saying, if we asked for it, would you have any objections to that?
No, you can have it.
So.
I'm a pretty boring person.
Well, it sounds like you just went to work that day, and then you came home, and you were there at 3:45.
Yeah, like give or take like 5.
I wasn't trying. I think she's just showing. She goes here, she goes there. She's just kind of like, I'm pretty boring. Like, I don't think it really means anything. Like, as far as like, bad. What did you get out of it?
I just thank God it wasn't a triangle, because then we would all be done.
Yeah.
Thank 14, you're still the MVP. You're still the MVP.
Okay, I'm gonna continue.
5 minutes, but yeah, so 3:45. I meet Jim there. Yeah,
and so Jim is understand from an investigative point, he could be a person who could say, yeah, I was there.
She did do like a little hard swallow there. Did you catch that about meeting Jim there? It seemed like it. She's like, you heard the At 3:45, I meet Jim there, and is when she's saying that. You didn't see it? Well, let's see
No,
if
because I think that Gregory Holstein is here.
Yeah, he is. I was gonna say hi to him. Yeah, he is. Hey, Gregory, but why? What does that mean? I mean, what does that
Well,
mean?
it just distracted me.
Oh, okay.
been a
Why do you
long
know
time.
Gregory? Or
No, but he was always here, and then he hasn't been, and it was exciting. But where's oh, there he is. Gregory got a new picture.
little
Okay.
doggy.
Hi, Gregory.
Hey, sweetheart. Hey, Dad twitches when the investigator said we will have to. Dad twitches, get a warrant. All right, so let's. Did I rewind it? I can't remember if I did now. Did I already?
I have no idea.
Okay, just notice. It's like sounds. It seems like it's like she swallows hard there. I
Okay.
know that means something, right? And well, I don't know. Okay.
But we want to show that you were never near him that day. Period.
I mean, you guys
So-
can track my
No, yeah, I
stuff.
mean that was something we will have to get a warrant for, anyways. I'm just saying, if we asked for it, would you have any
Yeah,
objections to that?
No, you can have
Right.
it.
So,
I'm
we'll-
a pretty boring person. I
well,
don't
it sounds
go
like
too
you
many
just went to
places.
work that day, and then you came home and you were there at 3:45.
Yeah, like
on
give or
Monday.
take like 5
Yeah,
minutes.
whatever.
But yeah, so 3:45. I meet Jim there. Yeah, I would
And
totally
so
re-
Jim is understand from an
3:45. I meet Jim there.
I almost feel like it had to do with the previous question, though, over the GPS.
Oh, okay.
So isn't that interesting? You're getting like this one sense of the GPS is like we're usually pretty like together on stuff.
Wait, well, I'm getting what sense? Oh, I don't know.
That she's like really comfortable about the GPS. Maybe she wasn't about the Texas. She's comfortable about that. And I don't think she is. I mean, not that she has anything. I'm not saying she has anything to hide. I'm just saying maybe I wouldn't be comfortable like someone looking at my GPS either, even if I didn't do anything.
Oh.
You know, like maybe I didn't like. I don't know what they're gonna find. It is kind of nerve-wracking no matter what, right? Like these people are gonna look at your phone, but at least we see that was vetted, right? You guys, like,
Yeah, that's the, yep, thank you. That's, I was saying that in the ping live that I did, that they do say that. So obviously they were going to look into that. So thanks for bringing that up.
you got it.
And then I didn't stop it on the other one that I, at 1:53:24, she talks about how Mark saw her time card and she clocked out on 3. And Mark, I think, is the other agent that was with the 3 of them that interviewed her
At the park.
the day before. I'm pretty sure Mark was one of them, right? I have to go double check. But so she even says that, Mark had her time card and it showed that she clocked out at 3. Yeah, we don't know what time she clocked in, but they're looking into it. It's just showing that they looked at all this stuff. They were there. And if she didn't clock in, I'm sure they asked the supervisor or asked, like, verify, where is she? I'm sure there's cameras there. I mean, whatever they had to do to be like, what time does she get to work, right? So they are doing this stuff, is my point. And he, even said.
But you're gonna have people that are gonna argue with you that she never showed up to work that day on time. I mean, she could have gotten there at 3 just to clock out. You're gonna have that.
But you don't
You've
think
heard
somebody at work knew that, and then they wouldn't? You don't think when they went in there to double check, like to see that? Oh, you're just saying, yeah, they're gonna see that, right?
I'm Brianna CC. I'm playing devil's advocate. The people are saying that, so then and-
yeah, no, you're right. We will have.
but that was a good answer. So you think that her supervisor was in on it?
Who said that?
I'm just asking.
No, I didn't say that.
No, I know. I'm
Wait,
just
I'm
asking you.
confused now.
No, I'm asking you,
No.
like, so the supervisor would have said she came in. I saw her here because the cops would have went and asked him, right?
Oh, you're saying because some people will say that he was in
Mhm.
on it then?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, of course. They say a lot of things just to. Yeah, crocheting. I think that's exactly what Bella was saying, right?
Yes. I feel like we haven't heard that before in her interview. It's not in her baseline. It seems like she's uncomfortable, and that's why I think the swallow is. It's not necessary, in my opinion, only not about Jim. It's about the GPS. Also doesn't mean she did anything wrong. She's just nervous about it. I don't know why.
All right, let's continue.
Investigative point, he could be a person who could say, yeah, I was there at 3:45. He doesn't know Chris. He doesn't know anything. He could say with one phone call, yeah, she came in at 3:45. Done.
Totally.
Do you know what I'm saying? And I don't have to ask anything more than, hi, Chris, my name's Kevin. Or Jim. And I'm not saying you have to give it to you.
Just leave Jim
But
alone.
if
Jim does
at
not need
some
to be wrapped
point-
up in this.
If at some point I needed Jim's info to, let's say we couldn't find your phone records, would you
You
tell me
can
who
have
Jim
them.
is?
I will give them to you.
Would you tell me who Jim was if I
If
couldn't
you
get him?
had to.
Okay.
I don't really want to
Great.
involve him in this. That was not
Perfect.
fair to him. That's not, no, if I do not have to do that.
That's fine.
Yeah, so anyways, Chris was like, call me.
And this is the 3:45 text.
Yeah, he sent me like a few. I think there was 3 of them, and I don't remember what the other one said, but something about like, yeah, my family's gone, or I don't remember verbatim, but call me when you can, or call me when you have a chance, something to that effect. And so when he told me call me, I was like kind of alerted, where I was like, okay, what's going on, you know? But first when he told me like his family was like not home, that didn't really seem odd to me that his family wasn't home. It was really vague. I'm like, okay, like, are they at the grocery store? Like, elaborate. And so, you know, and then, but he says, call me like it's like an emergency, but then just says that they're not there. And so I'm like really like floored by that. Well, not like floored, but just kind of like, he says, call me, so I'm concerned. And then he's really vague, so I'm like, maybe he just wants to talk to me? I don't know. I think it took me a little while to like really process the severity of the situation, just because this is not something that you expect to see every day, and the way that he talked to me made me believe that this is not what was going on at all.
Okay, so you make a phone call to him and you guys have a conversation.
I did. I stepped outside.
This is 3:45.
Ish. I mean, well, like, I think I actually interacted with Jim for, like, probably a good 15 or 20 minutes. I mean, he's my guest. He's in my house. So I don't think I called him right away. But, like, I mean, I'm trying to balance the fact that I have my friend here, and then Chris is saying that something needs to be addressed.
That's the call that I did a couple videos on it where you see Chris, remember, he's talking. They catch this call on the body cam where he's standing outside by the garage, and then it looks like she still doesn't clear up if he answers, or because the one time he like does something, and I think what he's doing is ignoring the call, and then she calls back, or how's it go? Does she call? No, I think she probably does call him back. I have to look at the records, but he says real quick, hey, you know, what does he say? Now I forget, but there is. She's telling the truth 2 times, and you catch it. I'm trying to think if we catch him saying anything to her. Yeah, doesn't he say, hey, I'll call you back or whatever, right? Mela, you look confused.
Yeah,
like,
I am confused on the fact that what she's telling me is here, which is completely different than anything else I've seen with her, that I'm not going to say. I'm not going to say. It's conjecture. I'm done with that. I'm not going to say.
Well, no, you have to.
No, but now you want to know. But, like, no, okay, I feel that I have no idea why. I feel that she likes, in this moment, which is really bizarre and not congruent with anything else she had said or expressed, she likes Chris more than Jim. And I don't understand that, because in her previous body language, she was, from what I saw, pretty much done with the relationship. So I don't know if she's like
it's
going
a different
back in her head.
relationship, though. Yeah, because in the moment, that's who she's with. Like, maybe, I mean, is it because it's a different relationship?
I
How
have
do you
no
even
idea.
compare those two if they're just friends? If her and Jim are just friends, so you think it's?
Well, I
okay.
would choose my friend. You know what I mean? Like, who hasn't killed his entire.
Oh, you're saying. Oh, you're trying to
family.
compare like what attention she's
Like
giving
any-
who? You mean? No,
Yeah.
I thought you were just saying. Okay, never mind. I thought you were saying something else.
But you know what? I could be completely wrong. It's just my opinion, and this could be an one-off for her. I have no idea. Also, I'm tired. Disclaimer. Okay. Was the audio messing up, or is that me?
No, are you talking about when on
Yeah,
this
the
when she
video.
no, because it's it gets static.
Oh, it is staticky.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Good to know.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Let's play.
Yes, but to me, it didn't sound like an emergency. I mean, it's all the time. Like, people aren't home right now. You know, so it wasn't like, oh my God, I have to take this call.
It
It's
didn't
an
register as
emergency.
being
no,
critical.
No. I mean, it was the way he said it. And I was like, okay. So I remember hanging out with Jim for a while, and then I stepped outside, and I made a call, like, out on my back patio. And I called him, and he didn't answer the phone. And then he texted me back. Oh no, did he answer the phone? I don't remember. I think he missed my call and then he called me back. Or he just answered. Either way, it was a very short talk to him where he was just like, I have to go. The cops are here. And I don't remember if he said that on the phone or over text.
That's okay.
I'm so tired.
That's fine. You don't
But
need
either
the
way,
different,
like,
it's
the
just
cops,
the context.
Yeah, I mean, you guys will figure it out. The cops are here. And I'm just like, all right. And then I remember we were we were texting, but I was like hanging out with my company. So it wasn't like a nonstop text. It was just kind of like I would check my phone every once in a while.
Yeah, because now it's coming back to me. I think he just says, I'll call you right back. Like, he doesn't see that. He must have texted her, cops are here, because I'm pretty sure all he says when he picks up at the time is, I'll call you right back. Does he say, remind me, guys? I have it. I did a couple videos on it, but remind me, he doesn't say cops are there, right?
I didn't hear him in my memory say cops are here.
I
In my
didn't
memory-
either. So I don't know. I mean, I'm just bringing this up because is she lying? But it could just be like little things she doesn't remember if it was a text or a call, so it might not mean anything. But
And she said, I don't. She did that as a question. She said the cops are here, and she put a question mark on that, so she doesn't even know. And she said, I'm tired.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
And we would communicate with each other. And he was just saying, like, they weren't there, and that her friend Nikki was there, and that her friend Nikki had called the cops. And I'm like, why would this girl call the cops? And, like, I honestly do not remember the order of operations on all of this, but I'm pretty sure the majority of our conversation that night until my friend Jim left the house, which was probably pretty late, I don't even know what time, like 9 or 10, was all via text. So you should have this via text. Like,
Okay.
I don't think we started talking again on the phone until, like, after my company left. And he was like, I don't know, he just started, like, giving me details about stuff, and I don't remember what order, but he was saying, like, Nikki was really upset, and that the cops were there, and that they were, like, searching the house, and I was just like, what? You know, like, what? Why? And he was telling me that, they had, like, had a disagreement or something like that, and then, he told me, like, she was gonna go to a friend's house, and I was like, okay, well, maybe she left, you know, maybe she just, like, went to her friends. And then I think I don't remember, but I think he was the one that told me that her cell phone and her purse were still there. I think he told me that.
He told you her cell phone and purse were still there?
I think he did. I don't remember.
What's the
heard that.
significance of that in your mind at that time?
At that point, I thought this woman was really trying to get out of this house.
Okay.
That's what I thought, because he said that they'd had a disagreement, and I was just like, okay, well, I mean, I leave my cell phone at
When
home.
he
sometimes.
said disagreement, what did he tell you what it was about, or?
Not at that point. Not at that
Okay.
point. So, again, like, you guys are going to have to check these texts, because it's all, like, my brain feels
That's
like
okay.
a mashed potato right now. But I remember him saying that, and I'm just thinking, like, well, maybe she was in a rush, you know? Like, maybe she was just like, I'm going to my friends. I'm leaving my cell phone here because I don't want you calling me. I don't want anyone else calling me. I mean, there are days where, like, when I'm outside of work, I will just shut my phone off. I just do it, and it's, like, my way of getting peace. So to me, that, I mean, like, it was weird that it wasn't even that weird to me that she left her phone just because I leave my phone, but it was weird to me that she left her purse. But knowing the fact that that girl was, like, always on her phone, then yeah, I guess it is kind of odd.
Like she lived on her phone, I think,
yeah.
pretty much, is my understanding of her and a phone. So I don't know if you knew that
I did.
until prior to the media stuff or just from Chris.
I did.
So did that strike you as odd? But you're thinking maybe she just left.
I just thought she needed to like get away from the situation. I mean, that didn't seem that awkward to me that a couple that is going through separation would be like, I need to leave. I just need some space. Like, it didn't even like process. I was like, okay, like give her some space, you know. And on that note too, when he was in, we're gonna jump back for just a second.
It's okay.
I had a thought. So when he was coming back from North Carolina, that was when he officially told me we're gonna get a divorce and we're gonna put the house up for sale. Like, he told me they were separating and they were like gonna put the house up for sale, but they hadn't done it yet. And then when he got back from North Carolina, that was when he was like, it was like a sealed deal.
Okay.
And the reason that is of significance is because at some point over the weekend, I don't remember when, he told me that they were putting the house up. I don't know if it was they were putting it up on Monday, like the day they went missing, or if it was that they were calling the realtor to verify some stuff so they could put it up that week. Like, I don't quite remember. I just remember like the house was supposed to be like on the market like that week.
Did he name a realtor ever?
Yeah, he did, and I don't remember her name. It was a female.
Okay.
And I don't remember her name, like,
That's
at all. I was trying to think of that for you guys not too long
Is that the
ago.
company? Do you got the company name?
No, he never gave me that. He, like, gave me her name, and it was the same name twice. He gave it to me once when he was in North Carolina, and then once the other time. Because I remember asking, I was like, who's that? Because he's like, I'm going to have her call so-and-so today and make sure everything's still good to go. And I was like, who's that? He's like, the realtor. It's like, oh. Or not today, but like.
If it ever comes to your
Monday.
mind, just.
Do you think there's anything with that where she says that Chris says, I'm going to have to have her call the realtor today, and then like she corrects herself like a couple seconds later, she's like, oh, not today but Monday. Like, what is it? It's kind of weird, isn't it, or no?
I know that she's really distancing herself from the whole house being on the market. Like, that for some reason is something she's really uncomfortable with. I don't know if it's true or not that she had nothing to do with the house being on the market, but it's something that she either does and she's lying about it, or it made her feel uncomfortable that she wasn't involved. I have no idea.
Okay.
But she's not okay with it. Makes her uncomfortable. And again, here comes North Carolina. North Carolina makes her uncomfortable. She doesn't like North Carolina. Bad. Separation, amazing. She loves the separation idea. North Carolina, bad. And then selling the house is like extra bad, you know? So, I don't know.
But you think selling the house would be good in her eyes if she, you know?
Yeah.
I know, and that was another time because I was trying to point out every time she used at all, but she said about the realtor's name, she doesn't know it at all. Weird. But
the whole doth protested.
yeah, and there was another thing where she was talking about, I didn't point this out, this was like 15 minutes ago, where she's talking about referring to Chris giving her a key. Not at all. Bella, would you categorize a reaction to cops contacting Jim as fear?
I don't know.
Jim.
That's
Wait,
a
what
good
do you mean?
question.
Like fear, like she's afraid
Of Jim.
of Jim doing what to her? Like hurting her or something? Or what do you mean?
I think that's what Babby means. Look, I'm doing what I shouldn't show everybody, but I'm doing what you said to do at Lollipops.
Are you on your second one?
Mm-mm.
Wait, what are you doing? I can't, what?
I shouldn't show everybody.
Is that gum?
Mm-hmm.
Where did you get a piece of gum then?
I had it.
What kind? Is it from a blow pop though?
Mm-hmm.
What kind? Is it a mint?
Mm-hmm.
Ew.
Don't judge.
No, not judging, but you can't get the full effect doing it with a mint piece of gum.
You don't know. You didn't do it with mint.
No, but I'm just saying my
But
thing
maybe
isn't
it
with.
did.
Okay, well, but I don't know for sure, so it might not be the. I don't know, maybe.
I'm just doing what you told me to.
But I said to use a piece of blow pop gum, not mint, so it might not be the same, is what I'm saying.
I don't know.
It's okay. No, it might be though. Let me know what you think, but don't judge that until you try it with the actual juicy gum, like fruity gum. That's what I'm saying.
No, because it's really bad gum. But listen, you said that it's going to do that thing under it.
It should, but I never tried it with mint gum. I only tried it with the blow pop gum. But it should, yeah.
If this ruins my
Let me know if
lollipop,
it does that. What?
if it ruins my lollipop, I'm blaming you.
You might not like it. But that's not why I do it for that thing it does underneath. The main reason I do it is because it gets the gum juicy again. So it's not, the old unjuiced gum has some kind of use again. It's like, because otherwise it's just useless.
This isn't a really good, like this isn't conducive to life, I feel like, right?
Well, that's like
When is
way
it
different.
end?
Because that's
like-
way different gum. That blow pop gum went. That don't even look like gum. Is that a piece of string?
No, it's gum. You just saw what happened.
How does it even? How didn't it break though?
It didn't break. I don't know. It's magic.
Huh. Wow.
Don't judge.
I'm not. Man, you got a little attitude with me today. No, I'm not judging at all.
I don't at all.
Why would I judge? I'm like,
No, I'm messing with you.
Person. Anyway, okay, so
Okay.
I think I'm gonna have another piece of gum. Or another sucker. All right.
What color? This ruined it.
Red. It's probably cherry. Yeah, it's not the raspberry, it's the cherry. All mine are like all broke. I have to look at mine. It's all on crumbs, and look, it's all broke, but which I like because I'll get to the Tootsie Pop right away.
Oh my gosh. I'd be upset.
I like them though, but not for me trying to be better at eating these. All right, I'm
Now
gonna
you have an
Is that all right?
excuse. Mm-hmm.
You ready? Remember, if you want me to stop, just tell me, okay?
Are we really only halfway through this?
A little bit more than half. You ready?
I'm ready.
Yeah, I
Take me
doubt
for
it.
this
That
one,
was such
recall.
a.
Yeah.
I will try. I don't
Lots of
remember
names.
what it was.
It's fine. It's not that critical. That person may come forward to us anyways, perhaps. So don't worry about it. Let's go back to the phone calls on Monday afternoon.
Yeah, so he's like texting me a lot of this information, and I'm starting to kind of freak out. And it's not like I'm freaked out like, oh, she got murdered. I mean, that is not what I thought. It's like, okay, like the way I looked at this, like apparently his wife had been gone since midday. Well, is when she got like reported missing. I didn't know that. Like the way I looked at this, it was, I got home from work just now. I mean, he didn't say that, but I interpreted, I just got home from work. And my family is not here. So when we're texting for like a few hours, like the cop thing was kind of weird. But he's like, Nikki insisted they call the cops. Nikki insisted they call the cops. And I'm like, okay, and I'm just trying to figure out, well, like, what role does this woman play in this situation? Like, is she...
Did you know who she was?
No, I don't know any of his people. Like, this has been pretty, like, tight wrap for a while, which is probably a really good thing. But anyways, I didn't know, like, who she was. And so, like, I started asking him. I was like, well, where do you think your wife is at? And he's like, I think she'll be back tonight. Like, I think she's, like, out with somebody. And he was telling me that they had a disagreement. So I was like, well, I remember telling him, I was like, you should make sure that you have wait a minute. No. So all that happened. And then it starts getting kind of laid out. And I remember we talked for text for a while and part of this conversation, and then it moved to the phone. And I remember telling him, because he was like, I think she'll just be back tomorrow. I think she's just going to be gone for the night, like with a friend, And
Did
like,
he name the friend?
no, he didn't. And like, because I don't think, he made it sound like he didn't know like what friend's house she would be at. And I remember talking to him and I was like,
well, maybe it's that Nikki girl. And he's like, well, Nikki called the cops, so why would she be at Nikki's house? I'm like, I don't know, kind of throws her off the trail of where she's at, you know? And it's like, it sounds kind of weird, but it's like, he really made this sound like this woman was just like upset, left the house, and that was probably what he thought happened to her. And so I didn't really put too much like...
Did he tell you the kids were missing as well?
Yes,
with her?
I knew.
Okay.
I mean, which made sense to me because I was like, well, if you were at work all day... I mean, he didn't tell me he got home early. He didn't say that to me. So, I mean, it made sense. Like, if she's going to leave, they should probably go with her. And so, I don't know. I feel like I wish I should have, like, processed all of this earlier, but I just don't feel like... When one of my friends is gone, I'm like, oh my God, they got murdered. We should address this. Like, I haven't heard from them in 4 hours.
It's not a typical thought when somebody just checks out for a day.
No. So it got late at night, and like, I remember telling him, I was like, he's like, I think she'll be back tomorrow. And he was going to go into work, and I told him not to. I was like, you need to stay home, and you need to help the cops. I'm like, and you need to wait for her to come back. And he's like telling me like, well, what if like she comes back and she sees my truck? And I was like, you know what I would do? I was like, I would ask one of your good friends who's off of work tomorrow to come over this house and hang out with you while you're here. I was like, and go park your truck down the street. I was like, so she's upset at you and she wants to come back. I was like, but she doesn't want to be here if you're here maybe. I was like, if she comes back, I was like, and she doesn't see your truck, maybe she'd be more willing to come in the house. I'm like, you know, I'm like, but don't be alone with her. I was like, because if she's upset enough to leave, I was like, you don't know what kind of confrontation you're going to have when you get back in the house. And I was like, so that's why you should have a friend there so that you're not alone with her. And I was like, and if for some reason you are alone with her, I told him, I was like, I really thought she just left. I did. I was like, get your phone, put it on video, and put it in your pocket. And I was like, and just zip it up. And he's like, why? And I told him, I was like, because you can voice record. I was like, so if she comes home, I was like, and you two are still like, you know, if there's some choice words being said, because you guys obviously got into like something that's, you know, early
Did he
in the
ever
morning.
articulate what their argument was
He did,
about?
and I will get there. But, you know, I told him, like, just be prepared. You know, because at this point, like, it wasn't like I was, like, trying to make her to be a bad person. It was just, like, I didn't know what was going on. I assumed that she had left. So I was like, well, when you get back, because I knew that they were going through a divorce, it was like, just cover your bases, you know, try not to be alone. And if you are, just record what you guys are talking about. So, like, at the end of the day, like, nothing bad happens to you, you know? And, like, that was kind of how I processed that whole situation. And so, he was like, all right. And then, she didn't come home that night. That was Monday night, right? Yes.
We're talking about Monday.
Monday night, yes. And he told me, this is what he told me they talked about, and I realized that this is like total bullshit, and I think he's telling you guys a different story, and I think the reason that he's telling me what he's telling, I think the story he's telling you is probably slightly more accurate than the one he told me on this case, and the reason is because I think he was trying to save his ass with the fact that she's pregnant. So he told me that she had asked him to wake her up before he left for work on Monday morning. And so I don't know if she did that on a text or how it was supposedly communicated. But he said that he went to get her up, which I also found weird because, like, she's still sleeping when he leaves because she gets up with the kids and they get up shortly after that, but, like, it's just him in the mornings, you know. And so he said that she woke up and those two kind of just, like, got in a disagreement, and I don't know what all was said, but he was like, she was being pretty mean. And then he said, she told me that she's pregnant, and she told me that the kid is not mine. That is what he told me.
So she's pregnant, the kid's not mine.
And that she's...
Like, he's playing it. He didn't know she was pregnant?
Yep.
Until that morning.
Yep.
And that she had an affair with somebody else.
But doesn't she say that she didn't find out she was pregnant until she read that article, right?
Yeah, I don't know. Right now, do not ask me.
She's saying right now that Chris told her, you know?
No, yeah, but isn't she saying that, is she saying that Chris told her, or is she saying that this is where Chris says it's not her? Like, it's not his? You know,
Yeah, but
like,
either
that's
way,
two
she's
separate.
saying that she just found out Shanann was
Oh, is
pregnant,
she
though.
saying that?
But then she does say that Chris says that he thinks that she's just saying that. Like, Chris doesn't think that she was with another man. That she thinks that Shanann's just saying that, right?
Yeah, but she knew prior to all this because
Well, we know she knew, but I'm saying, like, I mean, she says in all these interviews that she didn't know until she read the newspaper, I thought, and yet the next day, but yet she's telling stories here where Chris did tell her already. So it's just like kind of maybe another lie, you know, is all I'm saying.
yes, I totally agree with that.
Okay. Sorry, I took like a bunch of notes. But see, when I was taking these notes, I wasn't watching though. I was just listening. So I always take them in my phone. I just like take them in the notes section or whatever. So, and once again, I was just listening to again. I was so into my sucker, I didn't even see what I just heard it. I didn't even see it. Okay, so yeah, that's what I have.
So Skylar wants
the full article. Okay.
Us to talk about
how she told him to record when she gets home. Yeah. What do you think? Why? What's up with that? What do you think that she says no? Sorry, guys. I'm not on my phone. I'm just reading my notes about this video when I look down the phone. Because I don't want, I bet you'll at least have one person saying she's on her phone the whole time, but it's my note.
I can't
about the
believe
video. Like
care.
I have them time stamped. So wait, what?
I can't believe people like would care if you're on your phone.
There's always one person. I'm telling you, there would probably have been one person saying, I've had that. I shouldn't even cater to that one person, but okay. So can you all please? So what do you think of that, Bella?
I didn't pick up like anything incongruent with like her body language, but again, I'm not doing her baseline for her eye blinks. But
what about just the fact that she said that?
Yeah, I mean,
weird or
I feel like Chris might have said at some point to her that, you know, there is some concerning stuff that Shanann is doing, you know, maybe yelling at him or something, to where Nicole is now responding like, just be careful and record so things don't get out of hand, because she was so upset that she left and things are just going to escalate now that she's back. She probably did tell him that. But that's again based on Chris lying, because Chris lies. That's what he does.
Yeah.
But her voice is doing weird stuff. Sorry, Zab. Her voice is doing weird stuff. She's using the grovelly, and she is tired. So sometimes we do have to give a pass for people who are tired. Also with the whole tics, if you weren't here for the first or the second, sometimes that's exacerbated by being tired if you have like a little bit of tics. But yeah.
Thanks for saying that. So Tennessee made me realize that sometimes there's some medications for bipolar that'll give you these certain like tics, and that's what I was kind of looking up at the beginning of this. I was trying to see all the different medicines for bipolar and like the some of the side effects and stuff. Wait, where did I put this? Where did I put it? I was screenshotting. Don't tell me. So yeah, it could be a side effect, and then her being not, you know, the stress and the tiredness, so it comes out even stronger. Hold on. Where is it? Hold on. Shoot.
I think I had to throw my lollipop away.
Why?
Because it's really disturbing, I feel.
Wait, what do you mean?
I don't feel like I should show it because this is an adult. I mean, it's not a children's show, but I don't know.
So what's that saying about me? I just ate too. Why? Because you're watching me eat mine too. So
no. Because it. I'm gonna hide it down here, but because of the whole gum fiasco that didn't go well, it's not looking good. I feel like. like a
No, I
Rorschach
think you're.
test.
I feel like you're thinking too much into things. That it's not an issue. I feel like,
I need a nap.
yeah, because you're. I don't know. It does. I feel like because maybe we should have waited to. Okay.
No, that's not why I'm saying that. Okay, look, Allison, are you saying that's the drug? Because I'm lost anyways. Is that the drug, Tiff? Tardive?
No, that's the symptom.
Oh, it's a symptom.
Yeah, that's a symptom that I'm
that's
talking about. That
crazy
some of these
symptom.
drugs could cause. But what I'm trying to do now is look up how to describe it, kind of. But it could be like those twitches and that kind of stuff. But yes,
I
that's
wonder
exactly. Thank you. That's exactly what I'm looking up right now. To be honest, all mine are relating to like what drugs cause that bipolar, what drugs are, because that's what this could be that we're seeing. So you're right. Yes.
Why do they call it tardive?
Tardive dyskinesia. Why do they call it? Wait, what?
Do they call it tardive because you want to take a dive into the tar?
I don't know. Okay, so it causes repetitive, involuntary movements, eye blinking, grimacing. So yeah, I mean, I think if this could be a reason, because we're wondering, like, does she have Tourette's? It could just be a symptom of her medication she's taking. We know she is on, or supposedly. Well, I guess we don't know. We know from like what Chris said, and there are a couple people that claim that they did see that video she put out about having bipolar. So if she has bipolar, she's on one of these medicines that causes that, and it's intensified because of the stress and lack of sleep. Probably it could be that. It could be that. Yeah. So involuntary abnormal movements of the jaw, lips, and tongue, facial grimacing, sticking out the tongue, sucking or fish-like movements of the mouth. Hold on, let me make sure. I was trying to see about like the eye. Mild to severe twitching, shaking or jerking in the hands, feet, face, torso, involuntary blinking, other unintentional, uncontrollable movements. So yeah, thank you for reminding me. That was the one thing I was trying to get information at the beginning. Okay, so all right, so let's so let's just do how much more, because I know you are tired, and I want you to be on the top of your ready to go, Bella.
I know. Is this going to be a 4-parter?
Definitely 4 parts. I thought we already realized that, but maybe 5. Oh, why you didn't realize?
No, I did,
because
so slow, you guys. Anyways, yes,
what?
Anaphylaxis. I love saying your name.
I know, anaphylaxis. Yes, anxiety. Yeah. Oh yeah, anxiety could do so much. So yeah. So that could be an explanation, and maybe it's not actually Tourette's. So
I love it. You guys are so smart. We always say that chat is like Google. So, and Tien told us, or told you, and then you told us.
Yeah. Is Tien even in here anymore?
I don't know. Tien should sleep. Tien's having stuff done. Everyone, let's do a prayer for Tien.
It doesn't look like she has. Oh yeah, she's been. What time was this? 11:22. So she might still be in here.
Love you, Tien. She's probably sleeping, and we're waking her up by saying her name.
I know. Did you want to do a prayer, or is that what you said?
Oh, like out loud prayer?
Oh yeah, just everybody pray for her.
Yeah. Well, I can.
Right.
I thought. Okay. I'm sorry.
Yeah, let's just.
I'll call her later.
We'll pray.
Tien's here. Tien.
Oh no, she's. Oh yes, you are here. Okay.
Prayers for you, girl. Yes.
Okay. Well, there's prayers going up. It looks like.
Yes, and I'll do a prayer with you later, Tien. Love you, girl.
So were you here when we were giving you credit, Tien?
Were you sleeping? Did you wake up when we just started giving you credit? Supermod.
Agree, man. Can you put comments her YouTube address? I can see it here. Wait, what? Can you put it comments her YouTube? Huh? Can you put it comments her YouTube address? Okay, so let's continue. So let's just do it for how much longer would you say? Because I feel like you're, yeah, I don't know. I feel like you're just
I'm
over
sorry.
it.
I'm
No,
so
you're
sorry.
fine, but I
No,
want you.
I'm just
I wanted to.
tired.
Yeah, that's what I'm
But
saying.
yeah, no, I'm just tired. But yeah, like
You tell me. I'm good. I feel really good.
I'm just gonna like giggle. I feel like through the whole thing at this point, and then I'm just gonna
Really?
be useless. Well, I don't know. Let's see. Okay, if we get giggles, then we get giggles, right? And then we can rewind. But I'll try to be on. I'll try to zap my brain. Can you?
Okay, yeah.
Tiffy.
What?
Tiffy, can you zap my brain or something?
Oh yeah. Well, I was trying to do it earlier, and you weren't even receiving it. So
I feel like I received it. I feel like it went
in there. So it was like.
Would you break a light for me? You know how you shake those lights and then you break them?
What? You want me to break a light?
No,
What
like,
light?
those like glow lights that you go like this.
Oh, okay. Shit. I don't know. I feel like you just like it's.
I'm not. I'm just so out of it. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
We're
So
done.
why did I even do that?
No, but I
did
felt
nothing.
it. I guess I'm not showing you
Wow.
that I'm feeling it. I'm feeling
Yeah,
it.
you're not really doing it. You're not receiving it. Like you're not doing it. So how? That's why that's happened last time. So it's like, what am I even doing? I'm looking like
Okay,
an
wait.
idiot.
Shoot.
No, it's fine. I mean, I'm the only one doing it, so it looks weird. But no, it's okay.
Oh, it does?
Well, I don't know. I'm
Like
just sitting
weirder
there,
than
and you're just
normal?
sitting there, so I don't know.
Oh, shoot.
No, but like,
We're weirder than
let's just go.
normal?
Let's watch a little bit more, and then we'll end it.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes, and this is before I knew she was 15 weeks pregnant.
Okay.
Like all the stuff on Monday that I read from my recollection, because I didn't find out she was pregnant until Tuesday. So anything that got posted on Monday did not emphasize the fact that she like had a baby on board. So then.
Let me ask you something. You said that he usually gets up in the morning and just, it's him and she gets up and takes care of the kids. Is that the routine that you know for them? Or do you know him to get up and like prepare meals prior to him leaving the home?
Well, he gets up and he like goes to the gym and he works out in his basement and like makes breakfast, and I don't know.
Does he make breakfast for himself or does he make breakfast for his children?
I don't know. I don't know. They're still sleeping at that point. Like all I know is he at one point in sometime in this whole thing, he told me that they usually get up at like 6:30, and she gets him ready and takes him to school and like does all the morning stuff with them, as far as I know. And then in the afternoons when he gets home from work, he kind of does more of the afternoon stuff.
Okay.
So it's kind of like a tag team operation that they have going on, but I think she does more in the AM and he does more in the PM.
Right.
Is kind of how I process that, but I don't know.
Okay. So she's mean to him and then throws this out.
Yes.
That she's pregnant from another man.
And I said, do you believe her? And he was just like, he said something about like, oh yeah, like she kind of looked like she was showing when we were in North Carolina, but I wasn't sure. And I'm like, so you think she's pregnant? And he's like, yeah. And I was like, do you think she's like having an affair? And he's like, I think she said that out of spite. And he's like, and I was like, okay. And then, and again, like, I think he's just saying all this to me to try to cover his tracks with me. Like, I don't know what he told you guys, but I bet it's probably very different. And I think that what he said to me, it was like directed towards me. Like this whole bullshit little box lie that he had right there was like the lie directed.
Did he say when the
at me.
argument started?
Nope. He just said it was in the morning. He said he woke her up in the morning.
Okay. Did he say when she came home? Did he ever let you know that?
I think I want to say he said around like 2, but I don't know.
Okay. And then he woke her for what purpose?
Because she asked him to.
Okay.
So I was under the impression that he was asleep. I'm assuming this is how it like went, and what he was trying to tell me is that he was asleep by the time she got home. And she sent him a text and said, wake me up before you leave. And then he woke her up, and they got in an argument, and then he went to work.
Okay.
That's how I processed
And the context of that argument again was just the she's pregnant. And is there anything else that he shared with you?
He did not elaborate on it, and I didn't ask. I didn't ask.
What were you thinking at that time?
This was like on Monday. Again, at that point, I was like, I still thought she left. I mean, this was all on Monday. Like, I legitimately thought this woman left the premises with her kids and just wanted nothing to do with him for like 24 hours.
So his story was believable that she was pregnant from another man and maybe she took off for that guy, or...
He said several times, like, I think she just said that out of spite.
Okay.
Like, he thought she was with one of her friends.
So he held true to that story.
Pretty much.
She's just leaving and she's with a friend.
That was kind of what he thought. And that's kind of what he had me believing. And at the time, I wasn't really alarmed because it'd been like a half a day.
Sure.
And so then Tuesday rolled around, and...
Did you see him at all on Monday? You said you didn't,
No.
right? Earlier.
I did not see him. And I went to work Monday.
Did he ever
Tuesday.
try to convince you to come see him or say he wanted to come to your house?
No, not at all. We were supposed...
There's another no, not at all thing. Not at all. She says it all the time, I feel like. Okay, so
That's a really good point.
yeah, it's because it was about like, did he ever convince her to see him that Monday? And she said no, not at all. So I don't know what this stuff means, but I wasn't like, because I kept reading, I was counting on you for the body part because I was constantly looking at my timestamps, reading and just listening. So I hope we didn't miss a lot, but
I don't think we did. Like, the only, like, she was pretty much keeping her hands in her lap. No, what's happening? I feel like we're all losing our minds. He has lost his mind. He's over here trying to eat a lollipop, which is a no. But
let me write down the timestamp. Hold on one second.
oh, when we stop, yeah. So she pretty much is keeping with her congruent body language, with what I'm studying at the first watch through. But there are points where she is lowering her chin, and we lower our chin when we think like a threat is coming towards us. Instinctually, we will do that because we protect our vital organs. You might have noticed when she was talking about Jim, right? Especially right before she was about to say to leave him alone, she did this like tuck, like and this is protecting yourself, like it protects all your vital organs and everything like that. So she's pretty like congruent so far. I think we've seen some stuff in the first and second.
Yeah, so it looks like we have, man, it might be 2 more parts or a really long second part or a really long last part.
Fourth part.
5 part. Either a really long 4th part or it'll be 5 parts.
Gosh,
So I'm sorry, guys. I feel like
Angie.
today was a little bit off as far as...
You think? I don't think it was
Well, I
that bad.
think I started off a little bit because of that beginning. Like, maybe I shouldn't even... maybe I should... I don't know. Yeah, we'll talk about it later. But I feel like
I
that
think you
beginning,
did
what we
good.
did, it kind of threw me off with everybody's comments and stuff. Not that anybody did anything wrong. It just kind of threw my... I don't know.
I think it was fun. And the only bad thing is that I wasn't taking your energy from you.
Yeah, that too. I almost forgot. So that was very what's the word?
Perturbing.
Yeah.
Perturbed.
But I don't think I've ever used that word in my life, but yes.
No, don't use it now, please.
I'm not. You use
Okay.
it.
But you're agreeing.
Well, I don't know, because I couldn't
you
think
frozen?
of a word. No, am I? No, because I couldn't think of a word. Am I froze?
No.
Oh, okay. I feel like you're upset because you ruined your gum with that mint gum. You ruined your blow pop, but that was not what I told you to do. Because look, that blow pop gum wouldn't stick like that. Blow pop gum would just stick in a chunk. You wouldn't have all those issues like with it being sticking all thin everywhere.
But I don't ever have like 2 blow pops. So how am I going to do that?
You have to have 2. I just had 2. Then you'll never be able to do it.
I know. No, I feel like I'm going to ruin it.
Well, just, I don't know.
It's fine.
All right, guys. Well, thanks everybody. It was fun. I'm gonna have to watch that other video. Gosh, because I'm working on that one video. I'm gonna have to watch the other one, huh?
We could watch it together. No, you watch it.
No, you. We should just watch it real quick and skim it.
Wait,
All
what?
right,
We should watch it really quick and scan it like on it like ×2.
Yeah, and then or 3 or something, and then just kind of skim through it real quick, just so I know. But
Upload it, and then
yeah,
on your editor we can go really fast.
I could. All right, guys.
Oh, we got it. We got it. We're just gonna.
I could definitely do that. But I think I am going to end it. I hope you guys learned.
They had fun.
Huh?
They had fun.
Okay. Yeah, hopefully you guys had fun and just come back for the next one. It'll be better the next one.
No, we did really good.
I don't know. Why did I just feel like it was just like the start? I don't know.
Don't listen to Tiff. We did good, right, guys? You're so cute. Thank you, mods.
Yeah, thanks, mods.
Thank you, guys.
All right, bye, guys. Sorry, I was just reading some of the comments before I ended it. Okay, bye, guys.